If I was on Mulgundawa Road, where would I be?
Murray Bridge.
Roxby Road?
Port Lincoln.
Tolna Road?
Mount Gambier or Compton.
How?
RAA Road Service patrols no South Australian roads because we're South Australians. And there's more than 350 of us.
What about the road to Ship Creek?
There's no Ship Creek in South Australia. You get more. Buy or upgrade today.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome to the NPL South Australia. It's round 15 this afternoon going into this evening. A bit of a twilight game we have for you here tonight, and we've got the MetroStars who are hosting the Adelaide Comets live from TK Shutter Reserve. Of course, they had their official opening of their new facilities, and you'll see a little bit of that as the broadcast goes along with their new, I've got to say, best league ground scoreboard I have ever seen. Apart from Highmark Stadium,
we'll get the
of
scoreboard
course.
in a minute, looking at it.
Yes, round 15 is proudly presented by Bedford. Bedford changing lives. Now, Bedford changed the lives of people with a disability by building their skills to participate in the community. In partnership with Bedford, FFSA has launched the first regular competition for athletes with a disability. Visit ffsa.com.au/Bedford Community League for more information. A great initiative, a competition for athletes with a disability, all thanks to the FFSA. Go check out the website for more information. Well done to the FFSA, and once again, round 15 proudly brought to you by Bedford, changing lives. Of course, we'd like to acknowledge the RAA for proudly supporting football in South Australia. You can get an insurance quote from the RAA at any time, and we'd also today be presenting the Green Play Australia Man of the Match with 2 bottles of Claymore wines, and that'll be the conclusion of this game here. Today's matchday commentary team, it's a full quota today. Back on deck we have Paul Pellizzari, Rob Pevicelli, and our statistician, as you can see right there on screen, Paul Bombardietti. It's a very good afternoon to the team.
Good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon to the viewers of today's big match here at TK Shutter Reserve. It is the huge clash, MetroStars up against the Adelaide Comets. And it's a beautiful ground, beautiful twilight game today. It's going to be a ripper.
Lucky you didn't say beautiful day.
No,
Just have a look out. Although, look at the sun. The sun
it's
breaking
up
through. I reckon at a kick-off it'll be just about perfect. And Paul Bombardietti, our statistician, very good afternoon to you, Bomber.
Yes, good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, Rob. And back to, glad to be back in the stats chair today.
Absolutely. And down at ground level, braving the conditions for us, is our boundary rider, Ryan Marvejo. Very good afternoon to you, Ryan. Oh, hang on. Sorry, my fault, mate. Go again.
Hello.
Sorry, mate.
No, only joking, boys. I'm nice and warm. I found my little hole. Cameras try and come and find me because I am warmed up, trying to find some shelter. Yeah. But you're right, Paul. If I just poke my head out of my hole to the left, there is clear skies ahead. So we may get lucky and get a bit of clear skies. But you know what? This is the perfect point and why it's great to have artificial pitches, because you're still today, doesn't matter the amount of rain we have, you're going to get a cracker game against 2 cracker teams.
Absolutely. And as we spoke earlier on, Rob, with the hierarchy here, that if it be the normal ground, they might have been able to play all 3 games today. And of course, there's a women's game coming up after this one here as well.
Yeah, that's certainly right there, Paul. It is a good ground here at TK Shutter Reserve. Has done a fantastic job. I don't know if the cameras guys are listening, but just to show that scoreboard on that far side, they're showing the team list at the moment, and it's a magnificent scoreboard. There it is. It's an actual, you could say, big, massive TV.
It is a big, massive TV.
You can actually see the game if the game was televised through that screen.
Yeah, that's right. But it would be on delay, of course, if they're trying to get ours. Okay, we were at Highmark Stadium last week for the Cup, the FFA Cup. Of course, they've got their last final 32 now, and we've got that draw. Well, the draw happened, and there you go on screen of how Adelaide NPL teams fared in that draw. And Adelaide Olympic are taking on Floret Athena, a bit of a Greek derby there, and that's going to be at the Velo Football Centre Wednesday the 24th of July, as you can see on screen, with a kick-off of 7 o'clock. And the week after, it's at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre at Newton there, Campbelltown hosting Melbourne City, some A-League competition there for Joe Mullen and his team. That one there will be televised on Fox.
As their main game.
As their main game, live on Fox Sports, as you can see, Campbelltown v Melbourne City. And Olympic and Floret Athena, I'm not too sure, that'll probably just be streamed by their usual format. So whatever, I like that. Good on you, Rob. Okay, it was round 14 for those of you with a little bit of going back in 2 weeks ago. We'll have a look at the results just to bring you up to date and up to speed with the form of these two clubs going into this game. I think
but just going back to those live coverages, again, but the everyday Joe that can't afford Foxtel can't see the game unless they go to a pub. Is that correct?
Not even a pub. I think the live streaming, Bomber, you're up all over the live streaming. You've got to subscribe to Fox and maybe... how do you watch the live streaming of the game?
Through news.com or...
You've got to pay for that, don't you?
You've got to pay. It's a paid subscription.
So it's not a free thing. So
your
to
point
me,
is right.
the grassroots should be on a
100%.
commercial station.
Free-to-air
That's my opinion.
network.
Or free-to-air.
Yeah,
even live streaming, which we live stream for free.
That's exactly
Got to go
right.
on Facebook or YouTube.
That'll be changing. Foxtel aren't committing to the FFA Cup in the coming years like they have, and there'll be more. You'll hear about that in the future. So this will probably be the last year that you may have to pay for the FFA Cup. Let's have a look at round 14 results just to bring up to speed with how these two
last
teams
week's
do.
results. See, the Comets, I know you've got your stats and all that. I think, with my calculations, they haven't won a game in 5 weeks. They started off magnificently with Con Antonio taking over as coach, and I think they would have won 4 or 5 in a row, but they haven't won a game in 5 weeks, which is, today's the day.
I think it's been even more than 5 weeks. I think it's, been
my
even
calculation, it's 5.
more. Okay, well then you're probably right. But the last time they won in the league hasn't been, it's been a while. Anyway, gone through
so Olympic winning 2-1 against the Comets. West Adelaide drew 1-1 with Blue Eagles. And some news on the games happening in today's rounds. Campbelltown won 5-2 against Raiders. Croydon Kings 0-0 against Para Hills. MetroStars 3-3 against South Adelaide. This is a couple of weeks ago, by the way.
round 14. Yeah.
Yep. Adelaide United 2-2 against Adelaide City. Remembering last week the FFA Cup, the SA qualifying final, it was Olympic winning 3-2 against Adelaide City.
Absolutely. So if we have a look at round 15, commenced, of course, last night and is still going as we speak. But kicking it off last night was Campbelltown defeating South Adelaide 4-2, and they actually 2-0 down Campbelltown last night.
But it was in the 6th and the 9th minute, early in the game.
That's okay. They were
South
still
Adelaide
2-0
were leading 2-0 up.
up, South Adelaide. So
they got 2 goals back in the first half anyhow. So.
Adelaide City and Raiders is just about concluded, I reckon, Rob.
Yeah, Adelaide City leading 3-2 against Raiders in the 90th minute mark there. And Para Hills came back from the death. I think it was the 85th minute mark. They were 1-0 down, scored 2 goals within that 5 minutes there, and ended up winning 2-1 against the Blue Eagles.
So there you
Not
go.
a good result for Adelaide City for that one, because Adelaide City do need to hold on to their win to get out of that relegation zone as well.
Okay, MetroStars, of course, is our broadcast match today against Adelaide Comets, and another very important game later this evening. Anyone?
Yeah,
Yes, Adelaide City.
No, West Adelaide.
West Adelaide up against Adelaide United, and that game is on at the same
5
time,
o'clock,
5
yes.
o'clock, and a 7 o'clock kickoff on the other one, Olympic up against Croydon Kings. Yes, 7 o'clock kickoff, that one.
So Para Hills, with that win, brings them to 17 points. Adelaide City 12. That makes it a very important game for West Adelaide now, as you look at the table, that they would have probably swapped positions with Adelaide City, so West Adelaide are now in that second relegation spot and need to get a result this afternoon against Adelaide United Youth. So we'll keep you on board with all those up-to-date scores as we go through. Head-to-head, these two teams, Adelaide Comets and the MetroStars. Well, it's not good reading, gentlemen. The MetroStars, the last 7 games here at home at the very minimum, have won 4 times with 1 draw and 2 losses, but in total the last 16 encounters between these two teams, MetroStars and the Comets, 12 wins to MetroStars, 2 draws and 2 losses. So not a bit of a bogey team, if there's such a thing, poor old Comets v MetroStars. And last outing?
So full time at Adelaide City Park there, Adelaide City 3 defeating the Raiders 2, and Para Hills 2 defeated Blue Eagles 1.
So Adelaide City, as you see on that scoreboard on screen, will jump above West Adelaide now. So, of course, West Adelaide play kick off the same time as this game. And it's just made a little bit of congestion for Parry
I don't know if
Hills.
they go above them. They go on equal points,
I think they
equal
were minus
goal
10,
difference.
Yeah. So how do they
They
work
won
that out?
3-2. So they go to -9.
Well, it all depends on what happens with West Adelaide.
Yeah,
as well.
in their result. That's right.
Anyway, a very important game for West Adelaide coming up this afternoon, a 5 o'clock kickoff as well. The last few meetings between these two teams, MetroStars earlier in the year touched up the Comets 4-1. Prior to that, July 2018, the Comets drew 1-1 with MetroStars. MetroStars beat the Comets 3-2 in the season of 2018 and also beat them in 2017 2-1. They haven't had a good record, Comets, is the bottom line against MetroStars. Will that continue as we go around, or do you want to go through those lineups first?
Well, not forgetting today's match for MetroStars is their opening of the new ground here at TK Shuttle Reserve, the new pitch, which is looking magnificent, the new scoreboard. They've got all the dignitaries here in the tent. And Robbie Rendy and the boys here
Marquee.
at MetroStars.
Marquee. Not a tent.
Oh, Marquee.
Is that blue sky I see to our left?
Robbie Rendy and the boys here at the MetroStars doing a great job
Great
and
hospitality
certainly
as well, eh?
helping us out as well.
How's
Thank
the
you very
hospitality and the food, the catering?
much. Magnificent.
I don't know any other ground that actually gives
Second
us...
to none.
That gives us...
Although Raiders do.
Raiders look after us beautifully as well, but nowhere else do we get the menu to pick our choices off the menu. Very big thank you to MetroStars and the ladies and gents in the kitchen
in the
for the
canteen,
hospitality.
that's right.
Absolutely. Just going back to your point about the Comets and their run into this game, the last 5 rounds of the NPL, Comets have got the worst form in the league.
They haven't won a
They
game
would be
in those
bottom.
5 rounds, yeah.
So
I think a couple of draws, was it, in there?
there might be a couple of draws. Yeah, there was a draw against
Yeah,
West
2 draws.
Adelaide, but that was the Cup, the other one against
Oh,
the
okay.
Raiders.
Sorry.
But the last 5, they have the worst form in the league in the last.
And he started
5 games.
magnificently with them.
Yeah, I
Con
know.
Antonio, the coach,
Yeah.
former MetroStars assistant coach, went
right.
to Adelaide Comets,
There, the blue skies. Look at that.
went to Adelaide Comets and, opened up magnificent. I think won 3 or 4.
Did you speak
Even
to
5
Con
in a
about
row.
maybe injuries or anything like that? What?
Well, not really. I mean, today they've got one key player that's out due to illness. So that's a bit of a blow for them. So
Okay, let's
we'll
go through
the
those
list in a minute.
lineups. MetroStars, the home team, as you can see, the youngsters are ready to accompany the seniors out on the pitch. But we'll go through those lineups. MetroStars in goals, we've got Isaac Carmody wearing the number 4 today, Justin Davis, number 5, Timothy Henderson, number 6, Lachlan Barr. The captain for MetroStars, number 7, Michael Deloisio, number 8, Rocky Callisto, number 10, Anthony Solania, number 15, Liam Wooding. Dylan Smith wears the 14, Matthew Dorber the 17, and Christian Esposito wears the number 23. The
That's a
reserves,
strong first 11.
very strong first 11. And the bench isn't too bad either, with Fabian Barbiero on the bench, Noel Bonanda on the bench as well, Hamish Gow, Stephen Carley, and the reserve keeper Jackson O'Donnell. Some great names on the bench as well. Thank you very much for their MetroStars, who are 3rd, taking on the Comets, who are 6th.
That's a strong lineup for MetroStars. Should be favourites in this game, but looking at the LA Comets lineup, in goals, number 1 is Alex Woodland, number 2 is Harry Karamitidis, 4 is Tommy Ditmar, 5 is Adam Laconyu, 6 Jack Bladden, number 11 Jaden Lobasso, 13 John, how are we going to say this name? Onteneze? How are we going to say that?
Tenese.
14, Nathan Anianto. 18, Stefan Simic. 22, Alan Welsh. He's the captain for the Adelaide Comets. And 23 is Scotty Nagel. On the bench for the Comets, it is number 7, Thomas Siganov. 10 is Jaden Smith.
Siganov.
Oh, Siganov, yep. 12 is Teti Yengi. And 30 is Julian Torres and his reserve goalkeeper. Referee for today's clash, it is Daniel Cook. His assistant is Liam Miller, and the other assistant is Riley Cohen.
What do you want, Bob? Is that all right? Yeah. Okay, so the players have made their way out. Why is it, Rob, everywhere we go, the PA is like people are deaf?
Hey?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Comets out there in the all-white strip, looking very Leeds United-ish. And, of course, MetroStars in their red and yellow strip. Just going through the pleasantries at the moment. Have we mentioned the match officials for today's game, Rob?
Yes, we did. Daniel Cook is the referee's assistant.
Oh, that's right, Liam Miller.
He's not the referee's assistant. is the referee. Liam Miller and Riley Cowan is his assistants.
Okay, and well, it is the Adelaide Comets in horrible form at the moment. Can they turn it around? Time will tell. We're due for a 5 o'clock kickoff. And it looks like they might be. I don't know if they've had the toss yet. They're shaping to kick to right of screen.
Gee, that time, that scoreboard has also got a time clock.
Oh, it's magnificent, magnificent. This, as I said, apart from High Marsh Stadium now, this scoreboard is the benchmark of where the local clubs should want to be, in fairness.
So it's going to look magnificent.
Should
yeah.
want to be, need to
Can
be.
you picture a grandstand on the far side?
Well, you know, one step at a time. Let's get this side sorted out and around the boundary.
What about the lights?
Magnificent.
Where
How's
are
the
they
common
situated?
sense? Look at that, exactly right. Now,
There's nothing in the middle.
I don't
And
want to
they're behind
state
the
obvious.
fence.
Look
They're
at
behind
that.
the fence.
Behind the fence, nothing on the halfway line, nothing near the corner flags. That's what I call intelligence and great engineering. Now, why couldn't we do that across the board? Anyway, that's our little whinge for the day.
Okay, who are we going to go for today? Firstly, with Ryan Marveggio on the boundary. He's not on the boundary, but I think he's in the
Undercover.
maybe in the toilet somewhere.
Soft.
I'm just in the toilet cubicle, boys, just finishing off my business. Nah, I'm undercover here. I'm going for Adelaide Comets. If there's a day to upset or get a result, it's Con Antonio against his former club, and as an assistant, it's his time to sort of get the boys ready and get their season back on track.
No Andreas Wings today.
It doesn't matter.
He's the one that's put up ill.
They've still got a great lineup. You know, they're a very experienced lineup. I think it's their time to get a win.
I'll be going for MetroStars, I'm sorry, but can't go against the form.
I'm going to go MetroStars here at home.
Yeah, I'll go MetroStars as well. I think that's, to me, is their best lineup at the moment, and they've got some good players on the bench, so I think Metros will win well too.
Okay, so the game underway, and they are kicking as predicted. It'll be Comets going to your right of screen, and MetroStars to the left, and the captain, Michael Deloisio, has the ball, plays it to Tim Henderson, plays it up the line. Liam Wooding, of course, back from South Adelaide, is that right, Rob?
Yes.
Lachlan Barr on the far side.
They lost a few players, South Adelaide.
Even further wide, Justin Davis sporting the beard. And it's Comets who have possession of the ball. Lobasso loses it though. They will tidy up. Lecornu at the back for Comets moving forward. 3v6 on the premiership table. MetroStars have scored 10 more goals than the Comets. MetroStars have only conceded 18, where the Comets have conceded 22. And there's only 4 points, incredibly, separating these two teams. But the form, Comets have slipped right away. Can they turn it around today?
Okay, the ball's on the far side. Comets with the ball, they switch play. Right hand side. Goes inboard. Comets with the ball, keeping possession. Goes Bladden. Right hand side of the park. Looking for a play there. I think Captain Welsh was there. MetroStars do clear it. Timmy Henderson was there. Captain Deloisio, back to Henderson it goes. They do go into attack, looking left side of the park. Looking for the play there, and it's over the sideline for a throw-in. Be taken here by the Comets. Karamidis. Looking for his captain in Welsh. It's Comets with the ball through Barr.
MetroStars.
MetroStars Barr. Goes to his captain Deloisio. Henderson. Looking for Wooding. Decides to go back to his captain. And they switch it towards the right-hand side of the park. Davis with the ball for MetroStars. Going into attack. In the way though, Comets defence. Trying to go into attack, trying to find Simic. It's come unstuck over the sideline. Throw into Comets.
Tell you what, after half time, Rob, I reckon they might have to dim the lights in here because we're going to get some reflection going on, which might be hard for us to see out these beautiful, we're inside in the warmth, but it will be testing, I think, in the second half. If my reflection physics skills come to the fore. Scotty Nagel on the far side, waiting for the ball. for the throw-in. There's a beautiful scoreboard. That is just magic. I cannot get over that. The throw-in.
How's the clock going?
Fantastic.
Same beat as
Yep,
yours?
yep.
Yeah.
It's going to the beat of the drum.
We're all in sync.
We are.
Even Jimbo's gadget there.
Gadget. Good header, powerful header, but the referee saw something wrong with it. Timothy Henderson giving away the free. Tim Henderson, first foul of the afternoon, Bomber.
That's the second foul for
Second
Metro.
foul, okay.
Yeah, that was one a bit earlier down.
That's why you're the stats man and I'm not.
You can watch the game live on the Facebook page, Football Federation of SA's Facebook page. You do want to make some comments on there. Also on the YouTube, on the NPL SA TV, on the YouTube. As they go into attack, Adelaide Comets looking for Simic. Cleared. Goes to Adelaide. The MetroStars, Dylan Smith. Looking for Wooding. Cleared.
Yeah, no.
By Woodlands.
Yeah, no chances taken there. Was just outside the box. If we see on replay, you can see that was just coming, but then it went. So he made sure of it. Kicked it out. Ball being retrieved finally. So it will be a throw into MetroStars to be taken by Tim Henderson. Left-hand attacking side, still 0-0 here on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. Green Play Australia time clock, 4.5 gone. In the corner is Wooding, goes backwards. Central now, chance, could have been obstruction, but play on, says the referee, as Solania was in a good position for MetroStars. It's Michael Deloisio now to do the tidying up back there for MetroStars. Finds his co-defendant Henderson, who pumps a long ball looking for Esposito, but didn't get there. So both teams, tentative start, perfect pitch conditions. It's dried up, no rain. Even a bit of blue sky broke through moments ago.
Is Ryan still with us?
I'm still with you, boys, but I'm looking to my left, and that blue sky is quickly diminishing.
It's looking all right, though. As it goes out, Dylan Smith, not a good ball, and over the goal line it goes. I'm going to see all clubs with this artificial pitch by, say, another 5 more years, guys. I reckon we are.
I don't think the players... I think the players prefer grass, but because of our climate here, as we mentioned earlier on with the conditions today, the 3 games would not have been played earlier on. It's probably a sign of the times, and eventually they probably all will revert to it, but yeah.
That I don't understand why players don't appreciate it. At least you can play I'd rather a good game of football with the ball bouncing right than a ball coming at me and going 5 different ways before it gets to me.
I think it's more the recovery.
Is it the
aspect.
boots? Maybe the boots aren't.
No, it's the recovery. It's definitely the
Okay.
recovery. But as a player, you've got to adapt. It's part of life.
The ball doesn't bobble at all. Look at it.
It's perfect.
It goes into attack. The Adelaide Comets looking for Simic. Got up. Cleared here by Wooding. A bit of pressure on him by Karamidas. So it'll be a throw into Adelaide Comets here at TK Shuttle Reserve. Home ground on MetroStars up against the Adelaide Comets.
Yes.
We got a
10 out of
squeegee
10
guy.
to this man. 10 out of 10 to this bloke here.
The camera guys can't see him, but he's clearing. What did he get there?
That's the best. There was just a windscreen wiper.
He didn't rip it off your car, did he?
That's 10 out of 10. Oh, funny our camera boys picked that up. Someone from the crowd found a windscreen wiper, mind you, I don't know where and how, and he's wiped the window down for us. Thank you, sir. As Metro's through Esposito wins a free kick. Pushing forward, that would be the first bomber conceded by the Comets.
That's their first compared to MetroStars' second. Thanks to Green Play Australia.
So it is a free kick to MetroStars. Dylan Smith has been up there in the goal scoring, hasn't he, this season? So Smith will just chip it up. Does chip it up. Looking for the back post there. Liam Wooding was there.
Gee, not a
Sort of a
convincing
bicycle
punch.
kick on the ground there by Solania. Cleared. only as far as Henderson. He goes in board to his captain there in Delosio. Delosio looking for Barr. Lachlan Barr. Outside of the foot. Back it goes to Solania. Pushing it around quite neatly, MetroStars at the moment. Captain Delosio again with it. Switches it to Henderson. Goes short to Callisto. Good turn there by Wooding. Goes to Smith. Good bit of play by MetroStars. They're pushing it around. Barr with it. Now they try and set up once again. Delosio. Back to Barr it goes. Right hand side of the park. Trying to go inboard. Smith has got it. Loses out though. Comets with the ball. Welsh. Goes inboard. Finds the play there in Nathan Anianto. It is on the far side at the moment. They do clear it, but it's ended up with Henderson for MetroStars. Smith has scored 9 goals so far this season. Just up there, the leading goal scorer is 11. Poinendas and Carter.
So it's Esposito now who's had the ball taken off him. Good work, Zonere. They come again though, MetroStars. Good through ball in the box. Angle against the player. Then it's gone wide and it was Dylan Smith with a chance for MetroStars just going wide. It's their first goal attempt off target. Angle against him, probably a little bit off balance too, in fairness, just watching the replay. But good movement, good ball possession by MetroStars early, Ryan.
Yeah, very good ball possession and ball movement and also play movement. But that was poor execution there by Dylan Smith. He's got to go across the goals. I think that's what he was aiming to do. Hence the hands went straight on the head.
So Dittmar back to his goalkeeper. Now they switch the ball to the far side. It's played up the line. Comets in possession. Welsh wins a free kick. So look on replay there.
Wasn't on Welsh, it was previous.
Was it previous? Because the tackle
on
did
Nagel.
look good, yep. Anyway, third, is that another foul conceded by?
Third foul conceded by MetroStars compared to Adelaide Comets 1, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Beautiful work, Bomber. As Dittmar goes short into the middle of the park. He'll receive again. This time he'll go long. Looking for Nianto, beaten in height. Wooding kept it in. Ball in the middle of the park. Now it finally comes down to Nagel. Nagel chips the ball forward. G asking a lot of Anianto, and that's gone out of play for a throw-in to the MetroStars in their defensive half, far side of the ground. Score updates, Rob?
Yeah, just West Adelaide United still 0-0 there. They've played 7 minutes. I'm not forgetting Adelaide Olympic and Croydon Kings. That game starts at 7 o'clock tonight. So there's a couple of games happening in the other grounds. And not forgetting this match here.
Earlier on?
MetroStars against Adelaide. Earlier on it was Para Hills 2 defeated Blue Eagles 1. And Adelaide City 3 defeated the Raiders 2. And not forgetting Campbelltown 4 defeated South Adelaide 2 on Friday night.
Simic now for the Comets. Takes it near the corner flag. Blind spot for us. Goes backwards. Karamedes inboard. She dispossessed, and Metro's now with a chance through Smith going backwards. Looks up. Goes to the far side. Davis chips it forward. Chance for Esposito. Dittmar got a head to it, but not convincingly. Esposito centres it for Callisto. He plays it wide now. Chance for Wooding. Takes it to the byline. Gets a cut back, and Esposito just a little bit too high for him on that occasion. And that's out of play, but it is a goal attempt. Gone begging for MetroStars. Watch on replay. Beautiful work by Wooding. Took it to the byline. Had to beat the defender. Nice little chip up into the box. Just a little bit too high for Esposito.
I like Callisto's play there. Could have blazed away on the edge of the box, but was nice and composed once he received that ball from Esposito. Allowed Wooding to get in and get that one-on-one situation with his fullback, and a lovely little dink ball to that back post. Just a little bit too high, and I think Esposito did mistime his jump.
Still 0-0, MetroStars v the Comets, 3 versus 6, 12.5 gone on the Green Play Australia time clock.
Stuart Paul wants to know who won the Legends game today. It was MetroStars winning 3-1. Good to see all the old faces there. David Menikella playing. Saw the Terminator, Con Antonio playing for the Comets. So a good bunch of lads.
Terminator, David Terminator.
The Terminator, yeah. Good to see him. I think Peroni was out there too.
Certainly was.
Good to see the oldies having a game, although they're younger than us.
Chance now for MetroStars. They are in the box, but good defending again
What does it make us?
by Lacornu.
Older than oldies.
Dinosaurs, prehistoric. So it will be a throw into
I thought that
Metro.
was only Jimbo.
Fossils.
Who was that?
Fossils, he's called
Oh,
us.
Fossil. Yeah.
So throw into MetroStars, far side of the ground. Davis to take it near the attacking corner flag under these beautiful lights. Inboard. Cutback comes in and Esposito was there. Got a boot on it.
Corner kick. Nah, offside.
When they have Legends game like this, would it be good to have something like a match sheet that spectators could have a look at, even for us.
Was it in the program guide? It
I
might
don't
have been.
think so.
No?
I didn't. I thought I went through it. I didn't see it.
They were
So I
promoting
missed
it quite heavily during the week.
Yeah, but it
on
would be
Twitter,
nice
so.
to have the name of the players and to mention them.
They're legends. You should know who they are, Robbie.
Well, I know a few legends.
Well, they've changed body shape a little bit there, Ryan. So,
True story.
so now it's MetroStars. Solania going backwards. Support from Barr goes wide. Good movement, quick movement too by MetroStars. Davis goes back to Barr, back to Davis. Up the line, they'll come now. Callisto the target, that's the way it goes. Callisto again, sizing up his options, goes to Wooding. Wooding one way, then the other, comes inboard on his right, chips it into the box. Free header, goal! Good save, I reckon it was safe.
No.
That hit the post.
No,
Let's
it's
have a look.
definitely a safe, boys.
Definitely a
You've got his hands
save.
up.
Let's have a look at this on replay if we can. I reckon it was the keeper that saved it onto the post though, Ryan. So, Bomber, you might have two stats to deal with there. In fact, three. Beautiful work inboard. Well dinked in. Free headed. Esposito. Saved onto the box. Saved onto the post, yes. Great save by the keeper. Onto the woodwork.
Well picked up.
And shot on target there by MetroStars. Still 0-0 as they have to defend. As it's Welsh going forward. Good defending by Deloisio. And good camera work too by our boys, Pete Senior and Chappie.
There we go.
Braving the conditions.
I have got the list through the Twitter. So MetroStars are very good on their Twitter and Facebook pages. I'll go through it when the ball's out a bit. Go through the list as they go into attack. Easily picked up there by Woodlands.
How's your reflection going, Rob? Do you reckon we need those lights down in here? I can see a big table on the screen now. It looks like I have to look under the table.
So, but so long as your shadow, if you're looking through your shadow,
I can't when
you
it
can go
goes
through.
to the left or right.
It is on the left side of the park. That's gone over the sideline.
Not really. Now it has.
Paul, something else causing reflection problems? in
Oh,
your-
take it easy.
Ball's out. Legends, the MetroStars legends. We had Rick DeRosa, Vince Gamitzi, Nathan Day, Billy
Good striker he
Mitsoulides.
was.
Nathan Day.
Yeah, didn't see him. David
I saw his
Minikella,
dad,
Corey
didn't
Artoni played, Mark Graham, I saw him, Dino Menino.
Yeah, saw Dino.
Jason Spagnolo, didn't quite see him. David the Terminator, Michael Chinko, I saw Michael, Shane Pierce, Jimmy Stavridis, I saw him, Michael Peroni, Daniel Sabatino, Stephen Grelly I saw, and Yongi, we saw him after the game. Karlovic was a coach, Ivan Karlovic.
Labussel dispossessed by the Comets into attack. Gee, they haven't had too many as once again they'll come away with it. And it is Smith who's had a lot of the ball for MetroStars. Wooding goes backwards to Deloisio. Back to Wooding. Wooding looks up, chips the ball. Puts Smith under a little bit of pressure. So Comets come away with it easily. Bladden through the centre circle goes to the far side. Ortenaze plays it forward. Welsh. Anianto in the box. Gets it to centred. Good defending. Good clearance. And that was, I think that was Henderson. And Comets come again. They're having a good spell at the moment. Ball with Simic. Inboard too heavy. And Deloisio, I thought he was going to see it over the line, but now goes for the safety of the line, and that'll be a throw-in.
Just the Comets team, Con Antonio, pick out the Greek names here. Elias Demetrides.
Oh, don't be like that, because someone could have said pick out the Italian names in the first.
That's
slide.
true. Oh, I'm just saying.
That's very racist, Rob.
Sorry, mate. Is it?
Yes.
No. George Aslanidis, George Atzibatzis, George Karamidas, George Mavro Lombardis, Harry Panigas, Jim Karamidis, John Carrat. What's wrong?
Don't look at me like that. That's a very...
Katapis. John Politis, Stavros Stephanopoulos, Theo Aslanidis, Tony Domenico, Tony Gananopoulos.
Gee, a good chance there by Welsh, just what he goes
Billy
for that lineup.
Stamatopoulos, Jimmy Nicolidis, Vas Zvelis,
watching this on replay.
and Phil Dewick.
Welsh just blazing over the bar.
And the coach was Johnny Panegas.
You know, one of them was my cousin who played.
Who?
Tony Domenico.
Oh, there we go. One Italian. Yeah. Can I say that?
You'd never make it in politics, Rob, somehow. I get the feeling.
Well, there was a lot of
Did you
Greek
put that
names.
goal attempt down for the Comets, Bomber, just while Rob was being politically
I'm not being
incorrect?
racist when I say there's a few
No,
Greek
I know
names
what
there.
you're saying.
No way.
Boys of Greek heritage.
Yeah, you got to love that. So there's Comets in the back lines trying to get the clearance.
Foul by Dorber.
That was all for you, by the way, Stuart Paul. He did say he won the Legends game.
I don't think he asked for the lineup, and I don't think he
Oh,
asked
well, it was nice to have
for the
lineup.
heritage of the players.
Just a score update. It's Adelaide United Youth leading 1-0 against West Adelaide.
Oh, and how they are in that relegation spot as Anianto has the ball at his feet for the Comets. Thought about laying it off, goes himself. Challenged by Deloisio, couldn't get him off the ball, chips it into the middle. Henderson deals with it. Simic with a rebound and just wide of the upright. Another chance gone begging for the Comets as they're coming into this game now. Watching on replay, Simic had a bit of time. Not too many legs. That almost could have taken a deflection there as well off, was it Welsh? Lurking in the box.
I've sort of put my finger on Adelaide Comets in the last 5 to 6 weeks. The key word is consistency.
They've been consistently losing.
No, they can be a very good team, but so far in the first 20 minutes of this game, they do it in very small patches. And doing that in small patches, unfortunately, doesn't win you football matches.
Well, Basso got the ball in towards the centre of the ground. It goes. Bladden with it for Comets. Looking for some opening. Karamidis was there. Doubles back, does a pirouette. Goes inboard. Back it goes to the Comets through Otonoje. In the back lines, though, is...
Gee, and that's a
again.
card.
He's pulled him back.
That's a card to
Is
the
that a
corner for sure, yellow. Yeah, pulled him back. Watch this on the replay. From the clearance.
It's dangerous when it's the
Well,
last
the corner
man.
had it. He just gave it up cheaply.
he lost it, yeah,
Bad
that's right.
touch. Kicked it straight into the player and just blatantly pulled him back when he had defenders around him.
Virtually.
And that was Selenia being pulled back. And yellow card. Easy decision for the referee to
First
make.
yellow card of the match.
Bomber.
Yep, that's the first yellow for the match. Thanks to Green Play Australia.
Not forgetting this round 15 action thanks to Bedford. Changing lives. Formerly known as Bedford Industries. Remember, I went there with a school trip. There you go. On screen, Bedford changing lives.
So it'll be Dylan Smith to take this free kick. Wooding there, also Esposito, Lachlan Barr's in there. Chips it up. Looking for it.
Great.
Cleared. Yep.
Gee, they even got the yellow card thing on the scoreboard, Rob.
As they go into attack.
I think they got the player wrong, though.
Who was it for?
Well, they
Or
had
Tonoje.
Tonoje, but
No, it's,
pretty
Adam
sure it's-
Lecornu.
Yeah.
Adam Lecornu. As they go left-hand side of the park. It goes over the sideline for, or is it a corner kick?
Not throwing.
Throw in to MetroStars just by the corner flag.
It's great to see the majority of people here too outside braving the conditions watching the game. Not soft like us inside here.
Took the words
And
straight out of
Ryan's
my mouth.
underneath the grandstand.
See, Ronnie threw you under the bus as well, mate.
Doesn't surprise me with Perpicelli, I'll be honest with you, Paul.
So throw in.
Well, you could come out to the halfway line, Ryan. There isn't any rain going at the moment.
Oh, it's starting to come, boys.
Where? In New Zealand?
Throw in taken goes to Captain Delosio. Lachlan Barr. He moves around a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was
in the forward
Henderson.
lines.
Yeah.
I think they do look different. As it ends up, is that Ortonic? That's Anianto. Looking for Simic. Simic running onto he's quick. But also Henderson's pretty quick too. Did well. to win the ball. And who got a free kick? He would have got a free kick, I reckon. Henderson?
Doesn't look like it.
No, he did get a free
No, he
kick,
got
boys. No, a free kick.
So foul committed by...
He's a weatherman.
It looks like some rain.
Bomber the weatherman.
Rain coming through from Brighton, Glenelg.
No, I
Yeah,
think
maybe-
Brian Glenelg. Have a look at the dark clouds coming over, boys.
Anyway, at the moment, no rain here at TK Shutter Reserve. Round 15 action, thanks to Bedford. Changing lives is once again into attack. Dorber lurking there for MetroStars, but cleared in the end. What have you got there, Rob?
The stream's not working. Jimbo?
That's out of our control, unfortunately. There's a throw in now to MetroStars. Into the box it goes. Esposito's there. Under pressure, 2 white shirts around him. Justin, it was Tommy Dittmar actually, Simic. So throw in again. Henderson to take it. Maybe the rain clouds have stopped it. Throw in. Esposito in the box. Lays it off. Chip forward at the far post, and a good take in the end by the keeper under immense pressure by Dorber, and they clear. The Comets do. Anianto. It's come down at Lobasso. It's come to Welsh. Back to Lobasso. Inboard. Gee, couldn't control it. They've turned it over. Callisto now. Goes short. Smith. Running on the far side out of play. But we back on?
It's on the YouTube, but it's not working on the Facebook.
Better quality with YouTube anyway, I thought.
Although it's back on now, I can see it.
Good quality
Oh, no,
control,
it's
Mr.
not.
Pepper.
No, it's not on.
No, it's not. Ball out of play, far side of the ground. So it'll be a throw into the Comets. It's still 0-0 here at TK Shutter Reserve. Round 15 action thanks to Bedford. Changing lives. 25 and a bit gone on the Green Play Australia time clock as MetroStars come again. Wooding inboard. The runner is Smith in the box. Couple of white shirts around him. Dittmar applying the pressure. Cool, calm and collected. Coming through there was Bladden. Got a runner Simic on his outside. Goes central to Welsh. Ill-directed and dealt with in the end quite easily by Barr. But out of play. Throw in Keramides. Goes back to Dittmar, who goes back to his keeper, Woodlands. And they go to the far side. Lecornu up the line. Out of play, says the assistant.
Yeah, so if you can't get it on the Facebook page, go to the YouTube. Just go MetroStars versus Comets. You should be able to pick it up like that. Or MPL SA, FFSA TV.
And it's easy just to subscribe to the FFSA TV channel and it comes up straight away for
So
you.
the YouTube, you can watch it on your, if you've got YouTube on your
Smart devices.
smart devices.
Which I'm sure
Even at
99.
home.
Watch it on the smart TV. As I said, better quality through YouTube as the clearance from Woodlands goes for the safety of the line. And that'll be a throw in.
Just a question. Last week, everyone, most apart from Adelaide City and Adelaide Olympic, they had a week. All the other teams had the week off. Would they be in favour of trying to rest a few players, get their injuries up, and bring them all back?
I don't understand the question.
So, like,
They had a week's rest.
They had a week's rest, that's
Yeah.
right.
so a week's rest, would they help all teams?
Well,
or
what do you think? I reckon you've answered your own question there, Bomber. I think the week off would help anyone,
Especially with
even
injuries.
us.
Yep. So the throw in on the far side, the Comets, Adelaide Comets. What do you call them? The Comets or just Comets?
Officially, they are the Adelaide
Adelaide
Comets.
Comets, yeah. MetroStars with it. Esposito. Wooding. Chance for MetroStars. He looks up. He's going to crack it, is he?
He's got a left.
Looks up. No, he gets the cut back. Cleared here by the Comets defence. Goes right-hand side to Captain Welsh.
Oof, bustled off the ball.
That was from Bladden. And
Going back to Bomber's question, though, sometimes it can affect teams because of momentum.
Fair
And a
call.
lot of good teams Don't like the bye or weeks off because it affects momentum.
Well, wouldn't you still train and
Well,
do
that's what happened
everything except the game?
that's what happened to Geelong last week, didn't it?
That's why good European clubs hate international breaks
Here's
for
a
that
chance.
reason.
Oh, gee, the through ball was looking for Smith, Dorber, but he didn't hit his target. Dittmar comes away with it to Welsh. Welsh looks up, goes long. He's got an Adianto in the box, but bar too tall for him. They do clear it. Almost. It'll come to Lobasso. Lobasso a through ball, but gee, Simic didn't read it. Now MetroStars should come away with it. Solania telling his charges to move forward. Goes central. Smith, umpteen touches. Deloisio goes back to his keeper, and they'll start again. How's that quality control going, Rob?
The Facebook page.
Yeah, you're playing on your tablet there.
Yeah, no, it's not working on Facebook, but
Don't worry.
working on YouTube.
That's all.
FFSA TV, NPL SA, as it goes into attack. Comets, backheaded there by the captain Welsh, looking for Simic.
Offside.
Offside.
Offside flag up.
Be the first of the evening.
Just also, boys, just Adelaide City had a big cup final last week. Won today. Big result. Is that because they had momentum going into the game today, where Raiders had that week off, had a few cobwebs?
Raiders got a lot of players missing, though. Speaking to Kuzman a couple of weeks ago there.
But it's a question that you put. It's a good question, but it can go 50-50.
Esposito, free kick picked up by the referee. Daniel Cook. It'll favour the Comets, so conceded by MetroStars. So, Rob, how's your contacts here, mate? You reckon you get those lights lit a bit dimmer at half-time in here?
And get a heater for my feet, please.
I can see.
So, long searching ball forward by the Comets. Comes back out. Bladen goes wide, but no one there. Labasso late. Henderson goes for a gallop. She asks a lot of Esposito. Can't get there. Good little touch. Karamidas goes backwards to Dittmar. Dittmar looks up, goes up the line. And Labasso turns it over, gave it up cheaply to Henderson, who tries to find Smith in the middle. He leaves the header. Dorber was lurking at the back there, outside the 18-yard box. Smith tries to bring it down to Fee. Gets a nudge in the back. Play on, says the referee. Labasso comes away with it for the Comets.
Yeah, it's back on Facebook page. It's on a new event, so you better watch it on the Facebook page now, as it's cleared here by MetroStars. Over the sideline it goes. It will be a throw-in.
Speaking of Rob Pipicelli's contacts, Mr. Paul Pelizzario went to the gate today and the lady wouldn't let me in. And I said, I'm here with the LSA crew, Rob Pipicelli. And she's like, who's Rob Pipicelli?
Oh, I find that hard to believe. In fact, I don't believe
Honest, they didn't know who Rob Pipicelli was.
Oh, what?
It's Welsh now with a switch of play on the far side, giving chase is Nagel. Nagel keeps it in, gets the ball into the box very deep. Welsh heads it back.
Oh,
Wow.
you seen that given in the European Champions League final, Liverpool-Tottenham. That's handball any day of the week.
Just your initial reaction, Ryan, sort of gave it away. The referee, well, that's the way the referee saw it, obviously.
That's handball, clear as
And
day.
Comets now still, but cleared by Bar. To the halfway line, Esposito was under it. How will this affect Comets mentally? Can we get a replay of that, I wonder? It was very fast, so the referee giving the benefit of the doubt to Deloisio, I think it was. As now the Comets come away with the ball. Rob, you ready to come back to the commentary? Or?
Yes, it's all fixed.
Okay.
We've got to make sure everything's working.
Well, you can't control it.
No.
Great save.
We've got to keep Jimbo up to date on what's happening.
Oh, okay.
I would love to see a replay of that, boys, because Delosio's arm was away from his body, which makes it an extension part of the body. And when ball hits the arm, that's handball. Doesn't matter if it's in the box or not.
Here it is.
Now, here comes the penalty claim for you, Ryan. Not that you can see it. Comes back. Oh, yeah, no. He turned his back on the play, but he had the hand in an unnatural position. In my view,
That's
and
accidental.
That's
it
handball.
wasn't accidental, Rob.
State.
He
It
didn't
doesn't
mean
matter.
to.
Doesn't matter.
Wasn't
Doesn't matter,
accidental.
Rob.
Was not
As soon
accidental.
as you extend your arm away from the ball,
Okay,
accidental or not, the state of the law
His
reads
back
that's
was
a
turned.
handball.
Corner kick, a very deep one. Another header by Welsh, just wide.
But
Now,
his
Bomber, did you
body
get that
was
goal
turned.
attempt?
Doesn't matter, Rob. It doesn't matter.
He put his arm up, Rob.
You put your arm, if you, as a defender,
Understood, but the referee said play on. So
Watch
he,
again.
poor
he
decision
saw it the same
by
way I
referee.
did.
That's a poor decision by the
No.
referee.
Well, watch it again. Watch Michael's hand, and as courageous as I have to be saying this, he put the hand. That's a penalty. I'm sorry.
But he turned around.
Rob,
The
you can
hand
have
was
your
up.
See it.
Rob, you can have your eyes shut. It doesn't matter. The moment you put your arm away from your body, you're giving
Anyhow, the referee deemed it as accidental.
Ball with
and
Esposito,
poor
the middle
decision.
of the park. Back to the game, boys. You
If
can
that went to VAR, that would have been a penalty.
you can
Poor
ferment that
decision.
one. You can
Me
ferment
and
that
Captain
one.
Cook, we think alike. Don't worry.
You ask Michael after the end of the game, and he'll say, "I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket because I got very lucky just then."
So still 0-0 as MetroStars were into attack. Ball out of play. Did you get those goal attempts and saves, Bomber? You had a bit going on there.
Yeah, I do. So MetroStars had 4 shots, 2 on target and 2 off target, and Adelaide Comets also had 4 shots, 1 on target and 3 off target.
And the keepers have made how many saves?
Keepers made 2, Adelaide Comets 2 to MetroStars 0.
And how many decisions has Rob Pepicelli got wrong today? That should be a
Oh.
stat. That should be a
MetroStars,
stat.
that was a save. That was a corner. There's one save, very minimum. Sorry, MetroStars keeper.
Let's go. The free kick here by Dylan Smith. Swings it around, looking for an attacking play, but in the way is a lot of bustle. Goes to left-hand side for Adelaide Comets. Or Tonajay.
Yeah.
Yep. Goes back to Labasso. Inboard, he goes to his captain Welsh. Back to Labasso it goes. New player for Comets, Labasso, signed. I think last week, couple
Where
of
did he
weeks
come
ago.
from? That name rings
I
a bell.
don't know. I can't remember.
Is it Burkalla?
I've heard that name before.
That could be right.
I think it's Burkalla,
Yeah, I
boys.
think you're right.
So 34 and a half gone. First half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard. Still 2 big zeros, as you can see in the background on screen. Both teams had their chances. 3rd versus 6th on the table. And it's a free kick to the Comets. Esposito just asking the question, what was that for? Got to say, I couldn't answer that question. It was Scotty Nagel, I think, over the ball.
No, it's not, boys.
Or Tenazay then.
That's correct.
Tenazay to put this to the tip of the 18-yard box. Aniato making a nuisance of himself in there. It's a high, long one.
2
He's
players
fell.
gone down.
Referee doesn't want anything to do with
He's
it.
down.
Well, Aniato still down on the pitch. See if we can pick up anything on the replay here. Referee was right there. There's the first spin by Anianto. Didn't happen there. It would have happened here.
Oh!
Just both
Both
fell.
a collision.
Yeah.
Might have accidentally got something in the face there, Anianto, I think.
Saying that he got hit in the lip.
Yep. I think it was just a collision of untidy arms. Nothing in that one.
Rob Pepicelli, the announcer, just said you've left your car lights on.
What, that Lamborghini?
My car lights don't stay on when it's closed.
Oh,
Even if I leave it on.
fancy. Fancy.
Even if I leave it on.
Someone's on the big bucks here at LSA.
Oh, here we go. Labasso came from South Adelaide. Come on, guys.
There's a few players that have left South Adelaide.
Yeah, there was another one too that went to White City.
Harley Jet went to
Yeah,
White
Harley
City during
Jet.
the week. Robbie, serious question. What's going on down in South
I
Adelaide?
don't know.
It started off as such a great year, promised new pitch, great
And they were
players.
leading 2-0 last night.
You know, players were coming down. All the older players from the junior ranks were coming down to get the club back, not back up, but stability within the club. There was a pitch presentation with the new facilities. It's really unravelled at a very, very, very fast pace.
Let's get some score updates of round 15. Bomber.
Yeah, Adelaide United still leading 1-0 against West Adelaide in the 33rd minute, thanks to Green Play Australia. Adelaide Olympic and Croydon Krings are playing at 7 o'clock
Another
tonight.
foul and a yellow card this time. Yellow card going
Captain
to
Welsh.
Welsh. See if we can pick that up. Oh, Michael Delosio just pushing Welsh out the way. Little Callisto gets in there. It's not a
Is
very
that
even one, that one.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito there.
Easy.
Twins.
It's a land of giants.
Who else got the yellow card, Bomber,
Do you
earlier
remember
on?
the land of giants?
Rob's got it here. Who's the Rob had it.
Lecornu
got the yellow card
and
earlier
Alan
on.
Welsh. Alan Welsh.
So 2 yellow cards. There you go. This time they got it right, but didn't... yeah, that's right. They put the wrong name up on the board. Look at that. That's fantastic.
It is. Camera guys.
No, that's all right. Take it easy, Ryan.
Well.
You're playing producer again. It's either poor old Jimbo. I think he's going to...
A bit of nous.
I think he's going to clout you.
You've got to have a bit of nous when you're a camera guy.
Pete White and Chappie, I'll give him a slap over the head for you if you like for that comment.
You got to listen to the comments. That's why you got the headphones. Is that right, Paul?
They listen to the producer, not us.
Like if I say there's a plane
They'll
flying.
listen to the producer, right?
They said plane flying.
Boys, you could get him at half time, all right, as Deloisio has to tidy up at the back. Playing try. Well,
I think that's fantastic to see that.
Well, you boys are having a heated discussion like married people. I just got an exclusive with Coach Barney Smith from Para Hills. A very, very happy man after that result. He got dragged at half time. He didn't want a bar of it. Wanted to come off during the first half because it was raining.
I find that hard to believe.
Tell him
he came off at half time, got dragged. Liam McCabe picked up an injury, which could be detrimental to Blue Eagles. But very, very happy man Barney Smith is after a big result that was for Para Hills.
Tell him I got a piece of his win. Anyhow. It is Henderson all the way back to his keeper.
Carmody.
We
haven't mentioned Carmody much, have we?
Carmody, yeah. Well,
made one save.
Good goes out to it's
offside by a mile with the flag finally went up.
He has to touch it. It's ridiculous.
Now, Smith, will he get a yellow card for that?
I couldn't hear the whistle, I'll be honest.
Just put the flag up when he's offside. Why do
finish,
they have to touch it?
Rule. Robbie?
Sorry?
Rules of the game.
So what if he doesn't touch it and goes in goal?
Did you get that offside, Bomber?
Is that a goal?
Offside?
Yeah, it would be a goal. That would be
Why would that be a goal?
Because
so if
he
doesn't
didn't touch it, he didn't interfere with the play.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Gotcha.
So ball on the far side of the ground. Still 0-0 here at TK Shutter Reserve.
Still no rain.
With a big clearance, and Ryan's still undercover.
Pardon?
Mrs. Marveggio down there. And that was an interesting back pass. That
what are you trying to say? Girls
my
don't
wife
like
here.
corner. Girls don't like the rain. Is that what you're trying to say?
Take that phone away from me.
It gets their hair frizzy. Just like mine right now. It's getting frizzy.
So corner kick it to MetroStars. Saturday night, I think that boys are a little bit out of whack tonight.
Sorry?
Exactly.
So corner kick on the far side. MetroStars still 0-0. 40 minutes played in this first half. Thanks to Green Play Australia as they go into attack. Up went Esposito.
Yep. Another corner.
Another corner.
Must hit the back of a Comets player.
I reckon it's Wooding taking these corners. So he will send it back in. Referee having a chat with Dylan Smith.
It's been very prominent for MetroStars this first half.
So it'll be Wooding. Esposito's there. We haven't mentioned Dorber.
Oh, it's a goal.
It's a goal.
Solana
scored with his head.
So from the corner kick, we'll see this on replay. Bit of congestion in the box. Solana lurking. Fortuitously came to him, but did very well because he had a couple of white shirts around him, in fairness. And in the 41st minute, watch this on a bit more close up. Yep.
Yeah, he kept his eye on the ball, didn't he?
Yeah. What's the guy doing on the far post, though? That's the question.
I was just going to say, we haven't mentioned Dorber.
So Solana getting the first for MetroStars, but you had a player on the post. What was he doing?
Watching the post.
The rain's here, boys, all the way from Brighton, Glenelg, up there 10 minutes ago.
That's pretty smart, putting the umbrella. That's it. More that way. Otherwise,
in Paul's way.
Paul's way. So it is right-hand side. Comets. Down 1-0.
I can't see a thing, man. What's going on here?
Goes into attack.
Jesus,
It's raining, Paul. They need the umbrella.
What? We're invisible, are we?
I can see.
Lucky there's not much room here at TK Shutter Reserve.
Comets commit another foul.
So free kick to MetroStars.
She's got the Trent Nathan umbrella, which lends me to think. More dollars and cents.
You whinging again?
Oh, come on. A bit of common sense, please.
Come on, Jerry. You can stand up like you normally say to me. Stand up.
Go, just
Thank you. So it is on it's
goal
a
kick.
goal kick after all that umbrella in the way.
Oh, you saw something, Rob, did you? Thank you, sir. Even though he's got a crow's scarf on, this gentleman.
It's probably your MetroStars.
Here comes your drink.
Ready? Yeah. Where's mine? It's Mr. Dorber. Matty Dorber's dad.
Oh, really, Rob? I thought it was Esposito's dad.
Lucky he didn't hear you what you were saying about his son just before.
Well, we haven't mentioned him, have we?
I have.
Have you?
Yes.
I wouldn't. I don't pay
Oh, you were
attention.
playing with the tablet for
That's
about 25
exactly right.
minutes.
Pay
Kyramides
attention. I
plays
don't pay
it.
attention to you.
And I pay attention to much. Simic was the target. Can't see too much. The Penfolds umbrella in the way, but it comes to Callisto now. Ball on the far side. Chance now for Davis. Davis, a long ball up the line, giving chase offside flag up. There's Dorber, who got caught offside. Rob, did you hear that one?
Yes.
How many offsides is that, Bomber?
4 offsides to MetroStars compared to Adelaide Comets 1, thanks to Green Play Australia.
The Mr. Penfield's wine umbrella man, he's got a bit of a weird attire on today, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, shorts, short socks, and a hoodie.
Yeah. Obviously, he doesn't feel the cold.
So the boys with MetroStars in the back lines, back to Carmody it goes. Oh, good clearance. First timer over the sideline on the far side.
Ryan, can you just look at your battery, mate? I don't know if it's going flat. We've got some flickering
He's
lights
probably
up
hiding.
here,
No, lights are good for me.
mate. Okay, so it must be the metal that you're under hiding there.
No, I'm not under there anymore, boys. I'm next to the change rooms, getting ready for a half-time interview.
Oh, yeah, that's why. You're going
Might
a
be
bit
just
too
out
far.
of, yeah, you've just gone out of range, I think, a little bit, mate.
Okay.
So,
Go, Rob.
Bladden switches play in the way. Justin Davis goes Autonage. Autonage chips it in.
Simic the target.
Couldn't find his marker. And it goes over the sideline, just in front of that RAA sign. Over the goal line, actually.
Today's match, thanks to Bedford, changing lives, and great initiative too. First regular competition for athletes with a disability, ffsa.com.au/Bedford Community League. For more information, they've got a standalone competition for athletes with a disability. Fantastic initiative. Visit ffsa.com.au/Bedford Community League for more info.
So right hand side it is.
Sliding challenge.
And over the sideline it goes. It'll be a throw into Comets. Adelaide Comets. Oh, they haven't got the second clock.
The
Stops
extra
at
time.
45.
So does High March stop at the
Yeah,
thing.
why did they? They should continue it.
Leave something for the referee, leave a bit
They
of
should
excitement.
make the clock go to 55.
No. Comets
So
now with a
continue.
chance. Bladden plays it wide. Well, bustled back to Bladden. Claims of offside. Play on says the referee. It's cleared. Only as far as Kyramides. Welsh lays it off. Shot from distance and well held by the goalkeeper. Tornazé was the player for the Comets with a shot on target and save. There you see on replay. Beautiful left foot. And the keeper got his body right behind it. 1 minute of extra time has been played. Time's up. It's half time here at TK Shutter. 1-0 in favour of MetroStars.
Yeah, good first half by MetroStars, getting their goal through Salania. And we'll wait for Ryan Marveggio to have a chat. There's
gotta
a
be
couple of
careful
players
down
having a
there.
chat with the referees, though. The captain and Anianto. And the coach. Look at the coach. He is screaming at Mr. Cook.
Probably about the penalty, boys.
The handball, yep. Ryan, you're just a little bit out of range, but over to you, mate, if you got someone.
I will grab Mickey DeLoss just quickly. Mickey, trying conditions out there.
Beautiful, to be honest. Fantastic out there.
Yeah. Pitch holding up. Right.
Fantastic. It's a little bit quicker than usual, but it's fantastic. Enjoying playing out there.
I'll let you go in because it's absolutely freezing.
Ryan, just a heads up for you, mate, because of the shielding we have in here, if I could say that. That didn't work too well, so you're going to have to brave the conditions, mate.
He was inside, that's why.
Yeah, but just even that distance, which last week we got right across High Marsh Stadium, just a bit of insulated glass here makes it a bit harder.
Bring your umbrella with you.
We
mate.
see where you are. Talk. Let's see how it goes. there.
I've got Peter Senior. He's picked me up, boys. I'm in with the crowd here.
We see exactly where you are.
A lady, she's freezing cold.
don't have
I'm
to put your
freezing
arm
cold
around
too.
there. Do you know the lady?
No, I don't, but we're trying to stay warm here. While you boys are nice and toasty warm with the heater under your feet, the true supporters are out here braving the conditions.
She might feel a bit intimidated. You
Do
putting
you
it
feel
on.
intimidated? No, she likes my warmth.
Oh, look at her face. I think she's very intimidated. But anyway, we'll let Ryan.
Good on you.
I know it's a Saturday night, mate, and this is maybe an insight to what he gets up to on Saturday nights.
Yeah, on the couch. She's done a runner from me, boys.
Understandably. All right, some stats before we take the halftime break. Bomber.
Yeah, halftime stats. Thanks to Greenplay Australia, MetroStars had 5 shots, 3 on target and 2 off target. Fouls committed was 6. They had 2 corners, made 2 saves and 4 offsides. For Adelaide Comets, they had 5 shots, 2 on target, 3 on off target. They committed 6 fouls, made 1 corner, had 2 saves, 1 offside, and had 2 yellow cards. And who were those recipients of the yellow cards?
One to Lecornu and one to Alan Welsh.
Okay, so it's half time here at TK Shutter Reserve. Just some scores from round 15, Bomber.
Yeah, half-time scores. Thanks to Greenplay Australia. MetroStars leading 1-0 at half-time, and also LA United Youth are leading 1-0 against West Adelaide in the 45th minute.
Okay, we'll take a short break and come back with the second half. We leave you at half time with the MetroStars 1, Adelaide Comets 0.
It's a lot of fun and you get to like meet new people.
This is a community that loves its sport, that loves to participate.
We have to give it a crack. We like giving it a go.
So easy for people to pick up and get involved in, and we feel like anyone, doesn't matter what age or ability or gender, we'll make sure that we get people's registrations and details. We'll link them to clubs, and then those clubs will become the teams that make up the community league.
You get to like play against like different clubs and challenge yourself.
Teamwork and sportsmanship, and to be with one of my friends from the Riverland.
It's like a community, you know, you bring in the family. I love people, you know, without disability to, you know, accept us and let us have fun.
cyclone.
Yeah. We'd already prepaid the flights and accommodation.
It's all covered because you took out an RAA travel insurance premium policy.
Clever us.
And because you booked your holiday through RAA Travel, we were able to rebook you to the Whitsundays.
Perfect.
So you guys can relax even more.
Take off with more.
Get a quote today.
It's a lot of fun and you get to like meet new people.
This is a community that loves its sport, that loves to participate.
We have ready to give it a crack. We like giving it a go.
So easy for people to pick up and get involved in, and we feel like anyone, doesn't matter what age or ability or gender, we'll make sure that we get people's registrations and details. We'll link them to clubs, and then those clubs will become the teams that make up the community league.
You get to like play against like different clubs and like challenge yourself.
Teamwork and sportsmanship, and to be with one of my friends from the Riverland.
It's like a community, you know, you bring in the family. I love people, you know, without disability to, you know, accept us and let us have fun.
So why do RAA members enjoy that winning feeling?
Well, because having access to a range of trusted products gives them peace of mind. And the more RAA products they have, the more they save. And they get discounts at a huge range of events and retail partners. And they feel good about RAA community programs and sponsorships.
You guys don't miss a thing, do you?
It's all part of how we do more for our members and for South Australia.
Yes, welcome back to TK Shuttle Reserve. Round 15 action. It is half-time here, and it's MetroStars leading the Comets 1-0. And we've got some scores around the ground as well. Robin, some live table, which makes for some bad reading for West Adelaide supporters at this stage.
Yes, it is. MetroStars, as you know, are leading 1-0 against Adelaide. Against Adelaide Comets. And the other games happening, it is Adelaide United 1, leading West Adelaide 0. So the live ladder says South Adelaide bottom 7 points, West Adelaide second to bottom with 12, and then we got Adelaide City third to bottom with 12 with a better goal difference. So West Adelaide and relegation zone at the moment. They are down 1-0 at the moment at half time.
And also an important game for the Comets because Croydon Kings are breathing down their neck in regards to a top 6 position. Thank you, Bomber.
Thank you, Bomber. So, yeah, exactly. They certainly are. And just quickly on the Facebook page, Geordie Henderson, he plays in the Bedford Community League.
That's fantastic. It is a great initiative, and if you want to be part of it, check out ffsa.com.au/Bedford Community League for more information. There it is, Bedford Changing Lives. It is a fantastic initiative, and I tell you what, FFSA kicking some great goals off the park here in South Australia. The top end of the table, Rob, makes for interesting reading as well now, with Campbelltown getting a bit of breathing space from the other teams.
What did I tell you from the beginning of the season? I said Campbelltown will be in the grand final.
If the scores,
even though they lost their first game of the season.
If the scores stay the same, of course, MetroStars jump into second, Blue Eagles drop to third. Raiders now 4-point gap between third and fourth, so the field just starting to spread out a little bit.
Certainly right. The Raiders, with their loss today, under the pump a little bit. Olympic.
Under the pump?
Oh, to make the top 5.
Well, I still think they...
that's their second loss in a row.
Yeah, I know, but they're doing well for newly promoted along with the Blue Eagles. It's still third and fourth.
I mean, both those two teams are under the pump. Started the
so?
season magnificently, but there's still 8 rounds to go, Paul. Anything can happen in those 8 rounds. So, yeah, they're under the pump.
Fair enough. And, of course, there is another game coming up after this one here this evening. The ladies play. It won't be broadcast, unfortunately, but the ladies will be playing.
It'll be live streamed, but not... yeah, they do live stream.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but...
so you can watch it on
well, yes, we don't want to promote that too much.
We're not allowed to.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, so, Comets up against the MetroStars.
You have to have an account to be able to watch the live stream of that particular platform. So MetroStars here are leading 1-0 over the Comets, who are in a horror run at the moment. Con Antonio, when he took over, couldn't do anything wrong. Don't know if it's been injury or what, but they've just fallen off at the moment.
Well, a little bit unlucky. You saw him after the game, at half-time, talking to the referee, and as you said, technically that was a handball, but referee saw it differently.
And they've had their chances too, the Comets. A good save by the keeper there in Carmody, tipping it over the bar. So they've had their chances, the Comets. We'll see how they respond. This 1-0 deficit should be easily...
I think Woodlands had a good save too, didn't he?
Absolutely. I think he's had 2 saves. I think we might have to do like schools here and ban mobile phones from the commentary box.
How are we going to get the scores?
Well, I don't know. I think we've got to give
because you do no work, just sit there and commentate.
Well, lucky, otherwise it'd be a very quiet broadcast.
Okay, kick-off underway here in the second half. It is MetroStars leading 1-0. Can they hang on and go into that second spot? It's in the attack straight away is the Comets. One way, there's a chance for Otonage. That could have been a handball too. There's still a chance for Comets. Ends up with Welsh. He goes on the far side. There's a cut back there. Can't quite pick up the play.
Might have been Adianto.
MetroStars do police it over the sideline. And a throw into the Adelaide Comets.
Good response by the Adelaide Comets early in their second half in the all-white, kicking to left of screen. If you've just joined us, they are a goal down. On the far side there was Simic. It's been a good outlet for him this game, Simic, for the Comets. I think they've won a corner bomber. No, sorry, mate, we'll just... he didn't even have his pen in his hand.
Hello, I'm back this second half, boys. Coffee in left hand,
and
microphone.
And a lady in the right.
And if you just have a look at the Adelaide Comets keeper, he is running laps just to keep warm, the poor fella. He is absolutely freezing.
It's Woodlands, of course, now Comets with the left foot in swing it. It's a
clever.
Tip of the box shot and a wall of players.
Another handball.
Claims, cleared by Deloisio in the end. Comets wanted another penalty, but gee, that would have been hard to give because that was just a pump into the box. Here's another chance for him. Tonazé on the far side.
He's been good.
Comes in board now. Lobasso plays it off. Gladden couldn't control it at Metros. Turn it over. I thought they were going to come away with it. They will now as Gladden couldn't control it and has given away a throw in. Far side, the rain teeming down as you can see on screen.
There's a lot of people inside here.
As you can probably
not
hear.
watching the game.
I was going to say they're watching it on the
talking
TV,
more
but they're
than
not.
watching.
Actually, they could have streamed this maybe through the TV, but
Yeah.
in delay, of course. So, Rob.
At least watching this game, if they live stream it, they'll get perfect commentating.
Don't be facetious.
No, it's true. I'm giving us a tick.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So it goes back. Woodlands. Right-hand side of the park. Comets are just pushing.
Beautiful coffee. Sorry.
It goes back to Woodlands. It's a good commercial, that. Coffee with the as it goes left-hand side. It is the Comets through Scotty Nagel. Gets across there. Punched out there by Carmody. MetroStars will clear through Wooding. He's on that left-hand side of the park. Got a bit of pace. Good tackle there by, is that Anianto? Lobasso. He's playing well. Goes to Welsh. So Comets trying to get something going. They lose out through Callisto. He goes left-hand side of the park. Back to Wooding it goes. Looking for some movement. Goes trying to find right-hand side. Davis got it from Callisto. He
Good
looks
luck
for... No, I got it. Got it on picture.
Go on.
Looking for Dorber. As it goes out. Goes short. Justin Davis has got it. Goes back to Barr. Barr sends it long.
Teaming down here, as you can see.
Cleared. Goes to Simic. Oh, he loses out. Yeah, he wins it again. Does well. Goes to his captain Welsh. Can he find a player? Looking for Anianto. Back out of there. Right, Delosio. Nagel. Otonage. Gets across there. Comets are looking all right in the second half. As it is, MetroStars trying to clear it.
Beautiful, calm, collected Henderson.
Henderson goes back to his keeper, Carmody. He sends it over the halfway line. Up went Esposito. Got his head to it.
Damn
no one
good.
there, though. Only Ditmar. Straight to the keeper. He's his keeper in Woodlands. Back to Ditmar.
So Dittmar on the far side for the Comets, pushing up to the halfway line. Under pressure, Esposito, great running back. Wins the ball, actually. Now Welsh. Comets winning out in numbers. They wanted a free kick. Clarence says the referee. Now comes to commentary side. Nagel looking for some movement up front. Goes backwards. Lecornu switches the play. It'll be cut out. It was Wooding who didn't control it. So throw into the Comets. Far side, Bladden has it, goes back. Chip into the box, Welsh is there. Gee whiz, a good header by Barr in the end. Gets to Dorber, he plays it back. Dorber receives again
good turn
from Davis, and Dorber couldn't control it. Wins the throw in though, quickly taken. So ball on the halfway line, Comets come away with it. G. Nagel did very well on the halfway line. Still trailing 1-0 the Comets. They play the ball back. It's Lecornu who goes long.
Too long, I reckon.
Nagel, can he keep it in? He does, to the advantage of MetroStars. And Davis says thank you very much, and he'll take the, it'll be a goal kick actually, he won't take the goal kick. Woodlands will take, Carmody will take the goal kick. They did keep the ball in, so just over 6 minutes gone this second half. MetroStars still lead 1-0 over the Comets, and that's on the Green Play Australia scoreboard.
So Carmody with the goal kick. MetroStars leading 1-0. Up it goes. Welsh does get the ball a lot, doesn't matter where he is on the park. Anianto's got it. Looking for a run. Trying to pick it up there. It's Keramidas, but he got bummed it over.
I just asked a lot of him though, I think too.
It was. Takes the throw, goes to Simic. Loses out though, not a good pass. Slippery conditions. Here at TK Shuttle Reserve. As Esposito goes to Davis, promising move. He goes for a gallop, gets it inboard, chance for MetroStars. That was Dorber.
Should have done better.
Matty Dorber just couldn't quite get there. He slipped into it, didn't he? Slid into it. But it's still MetroStars with the ball. Callisto goes left-hand side of the park. There's a chance in the way though. It's Lecornu. Welsh ends up with Scotty Nagel. Nagel goes left-hand side of the park. Got it out to Otonage. He might win himself a free kick. Does so.
Yep.
Foul after disposal.
Selenia the culprit. First foul of the half, Palmer?
Yeah, that's the first foul, thanks to Green Play Australia.
So Comets in possession of the ball, albeit on the halfway line. There's an arrow on screen. Is that right? Is that normal?
That's Jimbo's mouse.
Jimbo's mouse has made its way onto the screen. That's MetroStars with a chance, sweeping across goal.
Almost scored, Jimbo.
Well, the mouse.
The mouse.
Would have been drowning out there.
Rain has stopped, boys.
Where's that man with a windscreen wiper?
He's long gone. He's probably next to you.
He's probably gone to get the other wipers off Paul's car.
Or maybe off your Lamborghini, Rob.
So the ball in the middle of the park. Welsh backtracking, has the ball for the Comets. Lacornu now plays it up the line. Otsenetse has turned it over. Dorber inboard. Deloisio. Deloisio goes to the far side. Under pressure.
Wooding.
Did well though to control it. Wooding inboard. The runner was Callisto. Esposito was the target. Welsh comes away with it.
So Welsh with the ball, the captain of Adelaide Comets. They're doing okay. I can feel the goal coming. Otonage. Left side of the park to Scotty Nagel. Cuts it back. Simic can't control it. We're on Captain Deloisio. Try to go to Davis. He had to clear it. It goes over the sideline for a throw-in.
All the people that used to be along that fence line that you're seeing are inside here now. Braving the, well, not braving the conditions, I should say, like our boundary rider.
Brave boundary rider.
You've got a very brave boundary rider.
BB, I'm going to call you.
So Comets still in attack. Metros can't clear their lines. Anianto outside the box looking for the overlapping run. Does come.
He's played well, Tonage.
Inboard. Tries a 1-2, takes it to the byline. Gets
Well
the cut back. Gee, goalkeeper and defender collided there. Deloisio, Carmody. But Metro should come away with the ball. Dorber. But the referee's seen something. Did it go to play? Must have. So it'll be a throw into the Comets. 10 minutes gone the second half.
Quickly taken throw-in, goes to Nagel. Goes backwards. Finding Lacornu. Bitmar. Goes into attack. Chance for Comets. Nagel had a shot.
Off target.
It's gone way over the crossbar.
Goal attempt, first of the half, Bomber.
That's the second for LA Comets. One on target, one off.
They've been better, haven't they, Ryan? Comets?
Yeah, definitely. They're getting their ball play. I like Welsh being deployed into the midfielder here. It was a bit more up front next to Anagento in the first half, but in the second half he's deployed in his natural position, and you can see he's a real dictator, a real playmaker for Adelaide Comets. And Xanaju has gone back to left back, or maybe they're playing three across the back. No, they're playing four.
Scotty Nagel's playing up front, looks like.
Yeah, so Scotty Nagel's made the move. I do like Welsh in the midfield. He's a real dictator.
So Anianto field could have been a free kick. That's the way the referee sees it. So free kick to the Comets.
You can see now why Welsh gets amongst the votes when it comes to the Sergio Melder award at the end of the year, because he definitely is Comets' key player in the midfield. Really dictates a lot of plays. A very, very versatile, but very, very good player.
But they've given away some height up front there, Ryan, because they're probably lacking a bit in height.
And that's I think that's why they played Welsh up front to
so the free kick comes in now. That's a high one, close to the keeper. G. Gutsy defending there. I reckon it was Barr put his head where others wouldn't. They come away with it. Dorber controls under pressure. There to help him is Esposito. Now he plays it wide. Davis, can he keep it in? Does. Plays it up the line, but too hard, too heavy for Smith. And Comets clear, not convincingly.
Score update, Bomber.
Pardon?
Score update?
Yeah, score update. Adelaide United leading 2-0 against West Adelaide.
Oh, big trouble for...
Watch out for Adelaide United youth, mate. They'll be challenging that top six.
Karamides goes short.
I think their 5 players have come back by now, haven't they?
Gladden.
They'll be first team training now, so maybe in the next couple of weeks.
Tenazay attacking the box. Goes
and
himself.
Went down.
Tenazay, then Deloisio, beautiful cut out, but still they have possession. Bladden, Nagel in the box. Who's there to meet it? Gee, claims for handball again. Here's a chance for Welsh. Gutsy diving by...
No. But that there...
They're on top.
Solania.
See now there, Robbie, his arm was next to his body. He didn't
this
extend it out. If it did hit his arm, if his arm was next to his chest, that won't be a handball because his arm didn't obstruct and extend part of his body.
What are you trying to say?
You were wrong in the first half.
Well, I was right because it wasn't a penalty.
That doesn't mean you were right, Rob.
Yes, it does.
But yeah, just watching the replay there, Solania made sure his arms weren't in an unnatural position.
We'll ask the referee after.
There you go, boom. Leg was up, but the arms by his side, so great defending by Solania. Corner kick to the Comets, but who's getting some treatment back there? The goalkeeper's doing something.
Anianto, someone said.
No, goalkeeper's doing up his boots or something.
Oh, it's a goal. Only.
Now he's up. So Comedy back on his feet. Referee just checking out proceedings. Captain Cook making sure everything's in order. Near post, didn't beat the first defender. Comes out though to Nagel, who had a shot charged down. It's gone out of play, throw in to Comets. A better second half by them.
Certainly was. It goes out to Otonajay. Goes short to Karamidas. He sends it backwards towards Ditmar. Tommy Ditmar. They're looking good, the Comets. They are down 1-0 at the moment though. Thanks to Green Play Australia as they go into attack. Not a good ball though. Davis in the way, Otonajay, he's been the best for them.
He's a very good player too.
Yes. Goes back to Nagel. Lobasso goes back towards Ditmar. Right hand side of the park. Who's lurking on that side of the park? Can't quite pick it up. Karamides. He was on this side of the minute ago.
That's Simic.
Goes out, right hand side, yep.
Came from Karamides, so two is on that side.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. So throw in on the far side. MetroStars have halted at the moment.
Well, it's the good pressure coming from the Comets. They've responded.
They have.
And responded positively.
As Henderson takes the throw. Looking for Esposito. Back to Henderson it goes. MetroStars looking for an opening.
Turn it over.
Oof. They do turn it over. They do looking good at the moment. Tonajay again tries to get it through. Ends up with Lobasso to Bladden. Bladden goes backwards. Ditmar to Lecornu. Looking very composed at the moment, the Comets. Going down the line. Great ball to Bladden. Bladden controls, looks up. Can he cut it back? Does so. Gets a cross chance. Up went Anianto. Goes out. Lobasso can crack it maybe from there. He's looking good. Trying to find Simic in the way though. Henderson clears the ball for MetroStars and throw into the Comets.
There's that height issue, Ryan, that Anianto giving away a few inches there to Deloisio. Got caught out and as Lobasso's felled.
Just proves why Andreas Weens is a very important player.
Well, they need two of him by the looks of it.
Yeah, because not only is just his.
How many fouls is that, Bomb? He's on that phone again, Rob. Cut that hand.
Alone, will you?
Not just because of Weens' technical prowess and his goal scoring ability, he does provide a very good height and a very good target man, and that's why he's very much wanted by a lot of clubs in this league.
So free kick, Comets, left foot in swinger.
3 fouls MetroStars committed this second half.
Thank you, Bomber. Very close to the keepers. Headed.
And
That's going to be a goal. There's your equaliser. Welsh is claiming it because I reckon it did cross the line before the player made sure of it. Let's have a look on replay as these two boys were on their phones.
Tell you, Welsh.
From the free kick, keeper came in no man's land. I reckon that was already past the line.
Own goal, I reckon.
Anianto, it could have been an own goal.
No.
Yeah, number 6.
Let's have a look. Yes, it did come off the defender. You're right, Bomber. Number 6 it is.
Nah, Anianto,
yep.
What's wrong with you guys?
No, well, we just had to see the line. Thank you. Great camera work, boys, up
Beautiful
there.
Camera
Beautiful
work.
slow-mo, Jimbo, to make sure we got it right. So that's
61st or 62nd?
61st, and who are we giving it to?
Anianto.
61st. The equaliser for the Comets. Well, it was coming, and probably deserved too.
So it's 1-1. The Comets have come back into this game, certainly looking good too.
Would have been an own goal, Bomber, though. You're right. Would have been an own goal. Good spotting.
And it goes over the sideline on the far side.
Scoreboard here at the ground.
They have to wake themselves up. MetroStars.
Goal scored for Adelaide Comets, scored by number 22, Alan Walsh.
No, my friend.
The score is now 1-1.
You know what, boys? It just shows that the midfield is a very important cog in any team. Putting Welsh back into that midfield.
Free kick for MetroStars into the box, and Dorber just not getting enough on it, but it will be a corner kick.
Just putting Welsh back into that midfield has allowed Comets to work their way back into the game, and that's why MetroStars are struggling at the moment. They haven't got the control of the midfield. They're not dictating play, and that's why midfield. Yes, it's very cliche, but it's still very, very true. Midfield is a big part in this
credit to
any football team
too in that one.
Yeah, correct. Great ball into the box. Got a great left peg kick.
So Liam Wadding with a corner kick. It'll be a right-footed outswinger. What can he do? Can he find Esposito?
Bad one.
Cleared here, though, by the Comets defence.
In fairness to the ground announcer here, he didn't get the benefit of the replay. I thought it was Welsh first up. Second, Bomber was right. I thought it was an own goal. And third, Robbie was right.
Just remember that.
With the benefit of 20
Robbie's
replays.
Right. And 6 pairs of eyes.
So another corner kick for Metro Stars. Wooding, are they going to go short this time? Callisto's over the ball as well.
Rain's back in.
2 hands up means long ball. Goes out.
Gee, where's the keeper? Now
the keeper's there.
Yeah, missed the first one.
Yeah, Woodlands has got it.
Tricky conditions for the keepers, of course. A bit breezy, very slippery. The rain probably has been coming down 80% of this game.
And not for Woodlands here, but the breeze is making the rain go direct into his face.
So even more things to contend with.
He might have to wear a face mask. So Woodlands goes out left-hand side. Otonajay, my man of the match so far, I reckon. Gets it back. Leconyu does well. Nice looking ball too. Eye of the needle. Finding Nagel. Nagel, they're on fire, Comets. And that's not a good ball in the end. Over the goal line for a goal kick.
Comets must have got a good rev up during half time.
I don't know if they deserve the rev up. I don't think they needed one after their first half display. It's just a bit more of like, let's come on, we can do this. We've got a good team. We're playing well in patches.
Michael Cuscitelli says hi to Rob and the boys.
Oh, he's remembered us,
yeah,
Ryan.
This time.
No, you.
It's got only my name, but I said
obviously, I knew you added that in. Simic now with a chance for the Comets. Couldn't beat the first defender. Gee whiz. Davis making sure he didn't beat the second. As now Bark hits it up the line.
Not forgetting Michael's in charge of that futsal, Adelaide Futsal Club. He's got 11 teams playing next season in the Futsal League.
So high ball, Davis gets his head on it. Callisto, high foot, could have been a foul. Play on, says the referee. Oh, Solania going in at 110%. May have hurt himself.
Oh, that's
a yellow card. Basso. Well, like to see this. Probably dangerous play. Daniel Cook probably right watching on the replay here. Solania had every right to go for, high foot, Definitely yellow card.
And if that's on the foot, boys, that's a stinger, because in any cold weather on the foot, it doesn't matter how good your boot is, that would be stinging.
The yellow cards have gone to...
Third yellow card gone to the Comets. Yeah, Labasso probably didn't have to put his foot up there. Just watching on the replay again, Solania entitled to clear it. You might say, well, what's he supposed to do? Or anything, you just put his body there, but he doesn't have to put the studs showing. High foot. Good refereeing by Daniel Cook.
It'd be good to see Daniel Cook get a shot in the A-League. I think he'd do very well.
I think we've got good referees here in South Australia, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely agree.
So free kick to the Metro Stars. It's one apiece here on the Green Play Australia scoreboard.
Yeah, Daniel Elder. We've got a few Daniels that are good, aren't they?
Daniel Elder's probably number one for mine.
Cook is up there.
Only because I haven't seen Dave Alberton this year. What's Davey doing? Is he retired? Surely not.
I think he's got dropped.
The years
That's
are probably
speculation there, Robbie.
The years are probably catching up as it's Comets again. Gee, they've had the better of this second half, I've got to say. We've played almost 22 minutes in this second half, and possession would be very heavily in favour of the Adelaide Comets. And they got that equaliser they desired. As Henderson now has the ball on the far side. Probably getting better vision from the monitor than actually being able to see.
Solania's back on, boys.
So back to their full quota of 11, the Metro Stars. Ball on the far side now. It's been turned over. Comets come away with it. Simic, he's a speedy little dynamo. Does a pirouette, as Rob would say. Then he plays it up the line. Nagel would be up there for me. The cutback coming.
Oh, another one.
Of handball, but waved
Lost
away
again
by the referee. And referee Daniel Cook just getting the players to calm down in their protesting of...
Well, Adelaide United leading 2-0. Irabono scored one goal. Is he one of the 5 that was...
No.
No, he wasn't? Okay.
Did you get the press release from Adelaide United?
No.
The rested was Christian Constantopoulos. He's definitely not in there. Carlo
Amianta.
Yeah, Luis Dorigo. That one's just
and Brooke.
Long ball, but it's headed back by the Comets defence. Welsh up there getting a lot of touches. It's come down to Nagel. So it's Comets again on the charge. The chip forward for Anianto, the target. It's Henderson, is it in the way? Gee, high feet there. It was Barr. Anianto did well to keep control of the ball. Cutback comes in. Maybe try to win a corner there because I don't think there were too many white shirts in the middle waiting for the cutback.
I don't think they got rested Adelaide United players. They started pre-season today, and I think they've got a good few weeks. They got to
right.
They've got to impress Verbeek.
None of them
here.
I got the lineups here. None of them are in there.
No,
so
Verbeek's
right.
got to see his squad, and it's up to the players to impress. They're all on a clean slate.
So centre of the ground it goes. Headed out.
Just that name alone is a worry for me.
Right hand side of the park. Goes to Justin Davis. Can Metros get a winner? It is 1-1 at the moment. But the Comets are certainly playing a good second half.
I can just tell you, Paul, from my time in Holland, he was very, very, very highly rated.
Well, hopefully
So
better than the
crossed.
last Verbeek that came to Australia.
Fingers crossed for Adelaide United and for Verbeek's career that things go well.
So from the throw-in now, Comets through Nagel should clear. Blind spotted at the moment. It comes to Davis, who gets the cross into the box. Who's there to meet it? Will come down to Smith, who tries a shot, I think. I think that was a shot. Dylan
Attempted
Smith.
shot.
Attempted, off target.
Good to see Carl Viet as an assistant coach too.
Good to see a lot of ex-Adelaide United boys back.
But it's not just ex-Adelaide United boys. I reckon they've got the right people for the right job. Eugene Galekovic, goalkeeper job. Carl Viet, not just because he's an ex-Adelaide United. I think he's earned his stripes for his time in the youth and FFSA. He's spent a number of years now. I think he deserves a shot as assistant manager. And Bruce Jute is a well-spoken man. Got his business and economics degree, and he deserves a shot as well.
It's looking good.
I like how he wants to splash other people's money around. Though he's we're going to splash the money. It's all right when it's not yours, Brucey. As the ball trickles through, gee whiz.
They haven't signed anybody to note though, and this next month is a game.
Don't worry about it. Back
FFA
to the
Cup.
game here. As now it's the Comets have possession, albeit in their defensive half. Labasso put Dittmar under a bit of pressure, but does clear it. Barr goes back to his keeper, Carmody. Carmody clears under pressure from Anianto. Ball up to the halfway line. Ball in dispute. Solana over there gets the throw in. Tries to send Smith on his way. As now Comets in the turnover have the ball. Simic far side evades one, but the throw in. So good defending by Deloisio.
So it is on the far side. Comets. Anybody gone for the Comets?
I did.
Ooh, good pick. 'Cause I reckon they're full of run at the moment. Simic.
Still 20 minutes to
I
play,
was just
boys.
gonna
with
say
a
he's
few
got as
extra
much
time.
chance as us. Good pick. It's a draw.
But they are playing well.
They are. They are on top at the moment.
I can sense it. I
You
told
can
you. I can
sense it?
sense Comets scoring. They scored. I can sense a win as
Here's
well.
a dwarf. A shot from Nagel, who I think has been Comets' best.
I can sense there's a change actually coming from MetroStars.
How can you sense that?
Barbiero.
Because you can see it. How do you sense that when you
He's
see
trying
it?
to outwit us. The Bomber, get on you, Bomber. I like that.
Is it that hard to try and outwit you two?
Ooh, everyone's got the acid tongue tonight.
The cold weather makes us
Must be
mad.
that time of month for you, mate.
Oh, Peppercelli again.
Peppercelli.
Killing us.
For him.
Killing us.
As it goes in towards the centre of the ground, it goes. Welsh. He'd be up there too, the best players.
Yep.
Anianto, back to Welsh. Trying to find Anianto.
Bar's played well too, actually. I like Bar's game for MetroStars.
Solid
It
defender.
goes Otonage, not forgetting him as well.
Again, Bar. Head collision.
Ooh, he looks in a bit of discomfort.
Yeah, no, definite head collision there. Watch this on the replay. Just chipped up into the tip of the 18-yard box. High ball. Boom. Both players going for the header. Welsh and Bar. Bar still on the ground. No,
Sorry, Paul.
no, I was just going to say I like Bar's game tonight. I think he's read the game very well and intercepted everything 100%.
He's a very good defender. He's very solid. Nothing too flash. Wins his duels. Got good pace about him. Got good height. Strong. That's what you want in this league as your centre back. You don't want nothing too fancy. Just make sure you win your duels, and that's what he does. You're Fabian Barbieri on the bench. You got your long pants on, woolly socks on, and big jacket, and then they tell you in about the 73rd minute, yep, you're coming on. What would you say? Damn, or can't wait, can't bring me on, coach?
Surely it's I can't wait to get on situation.
These conditions are beautiful to play out there.
That's what happens when you got a heater under your feet. You forget how actually cold it is out here, Robbie.
Almost half an hour gone this second half at TK Shutter Reserve, this round 15 action, thanks to Bedford. Changing lives, NPL SA, live from TK Shutter Reserve tonight.
The trainers come on and Lachlan Barr still still allowed to stay on. Don't understand that rule.
That's a mistake, isn't it?
Especially with the head.
Oh, maybe that's why the head collisions are excluded.
Take it by Altonage.
But shouldn't they be the number one priority to bring the player off to get assessed properly?
Yeah, true.
So right-hand side of the park, Davis, with the rain still pelting down. Right-hand side of the park, in the way was Lecornu. Callisto did well. Barr back to his keeper. It was dangerous when you want to hit it first time.
Offside flag up.
Dorber coming from offside position.
How many's that this half, Bomber?
That's one for MetroStars this half.
Becomes a substitution.
Thanks to Green Play Australia.
So first sub of the night, looks like Smith.
Hasn't had his best of games.
Had a good first half, had a great first half, I thought.
Come back from injury. Didn't play a couple of weeks ago.
Had a very good first half, a very quiet second half. He was everywhere in the first half.
Who's on?
Good point. Good point.
Barbiero.
Yep.
Looks like another change MetroStars is going to make soon.
It looks pretty good, Barbiero.
He's always been fit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's always had the good physique. So,
that's good. Two on the screen.
Yes, even the player changed. How good is the scoreboard? It's almost better than
Fabian Barbiero.
This is almost better than the Imarsh Stadium scoreboard, I've got to say.
I would like to see the Comets up there when they make a change.
You're very...
You wouldn't think so, though. Would you?
Well, if it is, it'll shut you pretty
That
quick,
would
won't
shut
it?
me up. That would be...
Rob's name is Negative Nancy.
Tonight it is, as the back pass.
Normally the home team will look after their own players.
Tonazé back to his keeper, who clears to the far side. Simic, good control in the rain, good turn also, but he's had the ball taken off him. Who's that with socks down? It's Henderson, who goes to the far side, to the blind spot. The cut back, comes in ball, Barbiero straight into the play, into the box.
Free kick.
Free kick against MetroStars as he's taken down the defender.
Here comes the substitution again for MetroStars.
I reckon it's Hamish Gore.
No, it's not. Hamish Gore's blind there. It's Hamish Gow. This is Noel.
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 One under.
And now Jamie Holsberg on the Facebook page message should be off.
Matthew Dorber, sorry boys, has come off on the outer side here.
Anyhow, Horsburg says should be off with trainer unless there is a card given.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. With the head clash. Very interesting. For more than one reason, he should have gone off to get assessment and get called back on. But anyway, we're not out there. The referee Cook is.
Oh, he's hurt his head again.
As now, it's Anianto offside against Comets this time, and Comets will be going to the interchange.
Substitution to MetroStars coming off number 17, Matthew Dorber. Coming on number 24, Nahuel Bernada.
Nahuel.
So here's
pronounce it, boys.
Let's see if they do the Comets one as Simic goes off. Yeah. Who's come on?
Yengi.
I liked him last time he came on for the Comets.
No, it's the wrong Yengi.
Was it?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Sure?
No, it wasn't, Robbie. Yengi, the other one that we like, he's been at Adelaide United for over a year. He's been there for over a year now.
I know, but I don't.
So there's a Yengi at Adelaide United.
Yes,
I think you're
brother.
right, Rob.
I think he was talking about that one.
Yeah, I like the... Yeah, because we haven't seen Comets much this year.
No.
So it is MetroStars into attack. It's still one apiece. We've gone 33.
They are brothers, by the way.
33.
Thought I'll let you know.
Thanks, Rob. I said that 30 seconds ago.
He doesn't listen to anyone, Ryan. He's across the board. So it's Callisto who plays it back. Barbiero goes further wide. Here's a chance for fresh legs on the park. It's 24. It's Bonanda. And that's gone out of play. So they didn't have the Comets picture up there, Rob. So
something to improve on, maybe?
Yes, I think
They
so.
could. It's a lot of work, though, trying to get head shots of...
No, it's not. You get them from the FFSA.
Yeah, but it's not that easy,
Barbiero
mate.
with a right foot in, swing it close to the keeper. Gee, he didn't come for that. Someone got their head on it. He's down.
Adam Butler supplies it all for me.
And it looks like it's Wooding down for MetroStars. If you have a look from on the corner on the replay here, Wooding gets high and fell awkwardly as Welsh got his defensive head on it. Gee, Wooding fell very awkwardly. Now back to the live play with a corner kick.
Short corner, I reckon.
Can't see anything, mate.
Short corner, what is it? We're playing hockey here.
So the corner kick comes in. Couldn't beat the near post defender as Comets come away with the ball. Anianto. Oh, he's fouled. Just untidy more than anything by Fabes. Barbiero, of course.
Fabes?
That's what Damien DeMelli used to call him, remember? When they were on the phone, it was almost like they were having a relationship call on the phone. Back in the good old days in the radio studios. Yeah, there it is, a collision on screen. Just a little bit accidental and clumsy. Rain stopped for the moment. So Woodlands with a good clearance. Tidied up by Solania, but the referee's seen a free kick. Free kick going the way of MetroStars, quickly taken. Are you back with us, Rob?
Yes.
Thank you.
Left-hand side of the park it is at the moment. MetroStars, can they get a winner? Deep in that left-hand side of the park. They're trying to cut it back, trying to find Esposito. Cleared here by the Adelaide Comets. Ends up with Yengi. Over the sideline, goes for a throwing, quickly taken here by the Comets. Up in the air it goes. Trying to get to the ball. It's Comets still with it. The Metros have got it. A little bit scrappy. Callisto is there. Chance for MetroStars. Low one, Wormburner. And keeper grabs it well. Quickly throws it out. Left-hand side of the park it goes. It's an open game at the moment. Otonajo goes to Nagel. Player going down there was Lobasso. But Bladden, not a good ball. Wasted ball.
It's a good save before.
Over the sideline it goes for a throw-in to MetroStars.
Who look like they're going to make another change very shortly.
Henderson.
Hamish Gow.
Throws it out. Solania. Loses out though. A late comment.
Oh, that was late.
Late tackle. Barbera twice he's done it.
He's getting a bit...
Number 3 will be a yellow
that's
card,
exactly
I reckon.
right.
Living life on the edge.
Try to take it quickly, but the referee says...
I think they've got the flag
take it
up.
back.
Yeah, because they wanted to make the change. Metros to make the change, I think.
Correct.
They let it happen. It's Wooding. Solania going off. Anthony Solania off for MetroStars.
There we go. It's on the board already.
Hamish Gow coming on. In fact, that is better than...
MetroStars coming number 10, Anthony Solania.
Coming
on number 22, Hamish Gow.
So free kick to the Comets. Dittmar with a long searching ball. Comes down to Welsh. What can he do with it? Gee, tried to shove a charge down by Deloisio. Eventually cleared. Labassa, though, got a touch on it. Nagel under pressure. 3 MetroStars players around him. There's Yengi coming out to help. Tries a 1-2. He's in the box. Yengi and straight to the keeper.
Should have put that one away.
Yengi should have put that away. Goal attempt on target. Great save, or easy save in the end.
Good skills to get past 2 or 3 then.
He's as good as his brother.
Did well.
Gee,
just not a good finisher. That's
Ryan, how's
problem.
your battery going down there, mate? I reckon you're dropping in and out badly.
My battery?
Yeah, how's it looking?
Nah, battery's going fine.
It's all green.
All green, buddy.
Must be that metal down there.
Adelaide Comets, centre of the ground. Very impressive second half by the Comets so far. And should have taken the lead a few seconds ago. But Yengi, just to keep it a beat.
Did all the hard work in the 1-2. Found himself 1-on-1 and just back past it to the keeper.
Barbero there again. Bustling their way through. Wooding can't quite get there. Otonage got it back to Woodlands. Welsh and Davis tussling there. Yengi trying to get there. Captain Delosio. Scrappy at the moment. As it goes to Welsh. Oh, cleverly kept in. Oh, now it's gone out. Over the line for a throw-in.
Just a quick score update. It's LA United 2, West Adelaide 0 in the 79th minute. Thanks to
Trouble in Little China. It's a movie, by the way, Rob, just in case you're thinking, why did I say that?
What is it?
Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Kurt Russell.
Yep.
Big trouble down at West Adelaide. As now Callisto finds Barbiero, who backtracks. Now he switches the play. Fast running Gow over there. Gow, can he keep it in? Does so. Gow goes backwards. Barbiero back in board. Laid off. Getting some interference, Ryan. I don't know what you're doing down there, mate. As the ball now from Davis chipped into the box. Little Callisto. But they went out in numbers. Well, I thought they won out. Gow now from the edge of the box. A through ball into the box. Maybe should have had a crack first time as Comets come away with it, but they've turned it over just as cheaply and quickly.
Left-hand side of the park, still a chance for MetroStars with across Henderson. And too close to the keeper. Keeps it in. He will leave the pressure. Throws it out. Right-hand side. Looks like it's Ditmar there. Goes into attack. He's looking for Yengi. But Gow's got it.
Good touch.
Esposito's been quiet.
Very.
Right-hand side of the park, I think it was Keramidas. And the Untold there too. And that's going to go over the sideline for a throw-in.
Well, 85 minutes, boys. You've got to start thinking about the Green Play Australia Man of the Match.
Two players from Comets.
2 bottles
that
of
are up there.
2 bottles of Claymore wines.
Otonage.
Nagel. Welsh. So throw in to the Comets into attack. Yengi was lurking. Chance now for Welsh dispossessed. Nagel. Good body strength in the end by Little Callisto as Metro come away with it. Esposito goes wide. The chaser. It's Bonanda plays it in board to Barbiero. Takes it to the byline. Back to Bonanda. He goes further back, puts Gow under pressure. They should retain possession through Henderson. Ooh. He goes further back to Delosio. Henderson not happy with that back pass. Is now, they start again from the back. Barr goes back to the keeper Carmody. Up over the halfway line, Esposito, nice control.
Offside, boys.
Offside. There
Coming
you
back
go.
from offside position.
So centre of the park, free kick. 86.5 minutes played. Scored still locked at 1-1. Green Play Australian scoreboard.
I'm putting my nomination forward now, Scotty Nagel.
Goes out right-hand side. Justin Davis. Barbiero. He's going to give away another free kick, you want to see. He's really going in hard. Or nearly. Otonage.
You like him?
Otonage, yes, I do like him. He's my vote.
Is your vote? Bomber? Ryan? No, he's thinking about it. That's all right.
I like Welsh's play. I like Welsh's game.
Gee, 3 different ones.
Yeah, Bomber?
Maybe a Tonajo?
Yeah, well, I don't think we can argue with any of those 4. Or 3.
Well, at this stage, Metros could score and change things.
And who would you say for Metro?
Well, you said Lachlan Barr.
For me, yeah, absolutely. He's been outstanding.
Yeah. He's been there. Liam Wooding, maybe.
Wooding in and out of the game.
Yeah.
Barr's probably been
Henderson,
the most.
in the back.
Yeah, I think Barr for me.
Callisto's worked hard.
So the ball now, still to be decided this game. It's 1 apiece.
I like Otonage.
Oh, not a good first touch though, Barbiero. And now it will be MetroStars who come away with the ball. Wooding in board, needs support. Esposito, can he provide some magic? Goes back to Barbiero. Barbiero now, time the enemy for both these two teams. Plays it wide. Davis into the box. Header! And no real power on it. And it was a Bonanda there. Not George Costanza, but Bonanda.
Not Bonanza.
Bonanza, George Bonanza.
West Adelaide are more in trouble now. They're now 3-0 down against Adelaide United Youth.
Bad news. As the Comets now through Welsh. Who's he got in the middle? He's got Yengi. Can he get the ball to him? He can't.
Nope.
Oh, Carmody, very
well
confident. They play it out beautifully. And Betty Davis, eyes, plays it up the line.
Wooding.
Liam looking for Betty Davis, and Davis comes in again. Barbiero goes in at 100%, as he always does.
Laconia too.
And that'll be a throw into Metros. Approaching extra time.
Yes,
Still one apiece.
So Davis goes in ball. Barbiero has been busy since he's been on. Goes short to Lachlan Barr. Barr finding his captain, Delosio. This is where they look good, just pushing it around. Goes to Henderson. Henderson had to balk. Went back to Delosio. Almost losing it. Goes into attack. In the way though, Karamidas. Finding his captain Welsh. He's been good. Goes out to Anianto. Nobody there. And cut out. Delosio's got it.
So, Captain, who are you going to decide on?
Oh, it's up to you. I mean, one of those three.
You're the boss.
Wait till the final score. Could be a goal by Metros and we'll have to change it.
Fair
Goes
call.
out to Gal. Gal. He's an exciting machine, he is. Exciting youngster. There's a chance for Esposito.
Gee, almost.
Could have cracked it, tried to. Blocked by the Comets defence. They've been solid. Here they go again. Oh, close to the keeper.
Good take by Woodlands. He's had to take a couple that have spun up at him. What the hell's going on down there, Ryan? Where is he? More interference than at the G20. There's now Nagel. Has the ball, plays it wide. Chance for Bladden, gets it into the box, but Delosio reads it best. Comes back out again to Nagel, who's tussling with Barbiero. Nagel wins out. Beautiful little ball by Welsh.
That was Otonajo.
Was it Otonajo? Could be the one, Rob.
Yeah, I like this.
There's the ball now with Nagel. He puts it into the hot spot. Oh, good chance for Welsh. Let it go. Didn't read it.
Could have scored in the man of the match.
I think they could have been 3-1 up. Poor old Comets. Well, Con Antonio will be pulling his hair out. They've done everything right this second half, except put the ball in the back of the net more than once.
Still got a chance. 1 minute of time on played. Still be a couple of Otonajo again. Love the movement. He does. And that not a good ball in the end, though, as they're going towards the centre of the ground. It's Callisto, goes out to Davis. Davis has been busy as well. Looks up, gets the cross there, deep into attack. Woodlands had to attack. A chance for MetroStars.
Took too long.
Wooding, he's a chance, and Esposito.
Well, I thought he would have put it
Once
away.
he got there, should have done better,
That's
and
right.
he didn't.
I tell you, if anyone was going to get the winner, it would have been him there and then. You would have put your house on Esposito.
Ooh, straight to the
Gee
keeper.
whiz, right from the penalty spot. Well, both teams, I suppose, have had their chances in fairness. And maybe a draw is a fair result at the end of the day.
Goes out to Nagel. Keeper should take this one.
We've played 2 minutes of extra time. So you're leaning towards...
Well, I think Ryan, whatever Ryan picks, can certainly...
Go Welsh.
You can go Welsh.
Well, Tenaze's disposals just let him down.
Well, that's okay.
He's got a lot of the ball.
So it goes out. Chance for MetroStars, right-hand side of the park. Still a chance to score. I reckon another 30 seconds to go. Davis switches play. In the way the Comets defence ends up with Captain Welsh. Great ball to Nagel. Nagel going for a gallop. Otonajo. He's got it. If he can do something magical here or score, you might get them out of the match. Goes out. Nagel's been great too. Nice looking cross. Good shape on that.
Welsh again.
And Welsh again could have put that one into the back of the net.
But give Gal some credit for applying the pressure.
And away go MetroStars, left-hand side of the park. Could be another minute to go because the referee's still playing on. It's over 93. In the way of Labasso. Labasso was good too in the first half. Well, Tonje goes there and go all the way back to the keeper. I think you're cutting out, Ryan. You might have to change that battery.
Might not be the battery if he reckons it's full green.
You can see it there.
I'm down pitch side now.
It's bad reception.
So, well, we got a free kick. Comets.
Come more to your left, Ryan, if you can hear us. Come left, mate. Come left. Come this way.
Because your thing's not even on.
Maybe he's changed the battery.
So it's Detmar
Poor
getting
ball.
the cross there, or the pass. Cut out though. It's got to be time now. 94 minutes.
Played
Referee's got the
over 4 minutes of extra time.
whistle in his mouth and he will blow it.
He cried so much. No, it's a free kick.
And I think Comets about to make a sub.
You're kidding.
Why would you make a sub right now?
Poor lady that washes or the poor person that washes the Guernseys for 2 seconds is going to have to wash an extra Guernsey. Anianto comes off for the Comets.
And
who's come on?
What's his name again?
Lasana Smith. Lasana Smith. Diminutive figure out there for the Comets.
Well, they've got the chance.
Oh, there you go, Rob. Look at that on the board. Happy with that? That's better than Highmarsh. Ball into the box. Walsh gets his head on it. Henderson clearance.
They've got the wrong ones.
Finds Callisto.
That's it.
That was a change before.
You're right. Well, and that's full time. That is the full time whistle. Well, you know, it's just their execution needs a little bit of polish, but I tell you what, this scoreboard has been most impressive for me. And it's full time here at TK Shuttle Reserve, and maybe a fair result at the end of the day. MetroStars won, the Comets won. Putting them ahead was it was Solana in the 41st minute, MetroStars, and then in the 61st minute, Anianto equalised for the Comets. But I think the Comets quite definitely had the better of that second half.
Okay, Ryan's trying to get this going.
No, he's probably put the battery in the wrong way. Can't send a boy to do a man's job, can you?
What can you do?
Well, I'll try and add up these stats.
Yep.
Final, just give you a score update. And it's Adelaide United still leading 3 goals
to go out there, Paul.
Still leading 3 goals to 0 against West Adelaide. And don't forget the full-time results today. Adelaide City winning 3 goals to 2 against the Raiders. Parra Hills winning 2 goals to 1 against Adelaide Blue Eagles. And here it's 1-1 between MetroStars and Adelaide Comets. And if I'm right, Rob, looking at the ladder, Blue Eagles, MetroStars and Raiders, all not winners today.
No, correct. Top of the table. So Ryan's trying to get his microphone going. Paul's going to go out and rescue him. So final scores down here at the TK Shuttle Reserve. It was a draw, a 1-1 draw. While we're waiting, Bomber, you might as well do the stats.
Yeah, I'm just going through them.
We'll get the score update, the live ladder as well. So, as Bomber said, Adelaide United leading 3-0 against West Adelaide. MetroStars. Not forgetting tonight's game, Adelaide Olympic up against Croydon King. That's going to be a ripper of a game. So we'll try and get the boys. Still not working, but go through the stats there, Bomber.
Yeah, so full-time stats, thanks to Green Play Australia. So shots, MetroStars attempted 11 shots, 7 on target, 4 off target. They committed 13 fouls, made 4 corners, had 4 saves and 6 offsides. For LA Comets, they had 9 shots, 5 on target, 4 off target, committed 10 fouls, made 4 corners, had 6 saves, 2 offsides, and had the 3 yellow cards. And who were those recipients of those yellow cards?
Was Lecogne, Labasso, and Captain Welsh, who's going to be maybe got to get him to come inside, boys. He could jump the fence and come in or come through. Maybe we can have a chat with him inside. Don't know if the boys can hear us. But repeating the other scores at the other grounds in today's round, guys. It's working now. So the other scores was Para Hills 2 defeating Blue Eagles 1. Good result for Para Hills, 1-0 down to the 85th. So a couple of goals there in the last 5 minutes. Made it 2-1. And Adelaide City having a good win too. They needed that win. 3-2 over the Raiders. Full-time score, it is Adelaide United Youth 3 defeating West Adelaide. Neil, it's all sorted out there, Paul?
It's all sorted out. You can't send a boy to do a man's job. That's
had
all
the
I'm
battery
saying.
the wrong way round.
No, he put the replacement battery in with the
the
protector on top, and then it stayed.
I was under pressure. All right, boys.
It's over to you, Roy.
It's over to me. We have the green player, man of the match. Claymore Wines, nice bottle of Shiraz ready for this cold winter's day. Alan, well done. Let me shake your hand. Excellent game. Put that down first before I drop it. Good game it was. Penalty or no penalty? We think it was a penalty. Players' point of view?
Look, to be honest, I don't think I've seen a bigger pen. I've headed it across the guy's arms, out by his side. Unnatural position, but, you know, I don't know how they haven't given it. The ref didn't see it, so, you know, people make mistakes. But, yeah, big decision in the game. Obviously, if we get a pen, go 1-0 up, it changes the game completely. But, obviously, we weren't given it. A bit hard done by, but we managed to turn it around.
Big loss at the start of. Did you know Andreas was going to be out before the game? Was that something during the week that was happening, or was that something that happened or came up today?
He's caught the old man flu, so the worst thing possible. I think I had a couple of sniffles during the week and then woke up and couldn't get out of bed. Was just wrecked. So Con told me I was going up front, so I haven't played up there since can't even remember. Yeah, those good old days. So. No, we may do. So without the best strikers in the league, we've given Metro a good game and probably should have won it.
You enjoy playing up front, or second half that it's better? It's good to see you back into midfield. I know it's really old cliche. You know, the midfield's your engine. That's really the engine room there, and I think that's what really helped you guys to get back into the game. You really got on top of Metros because you got control of that midfield with you deploying back into your natural position. Is that where you prefer to play your football?
In the midfield? Yeah, I think playing up front, it's not my natural game. Strikers are different breeds. It's a natural position for them, they're natural finishers. You feel kind of isolated and you feel natural as a midfielder, you keep coming back deeper and deeper and then there's no one up front. Whereas for a midfielder, I prefer to make late runs in the box and get on the ball more and be able to spread it around. Whereas up front, you're sort of isolated. I don't know how the big man does it every week. So, I'd much rather in that engine room, and we got on top of them. As soon as you get on top of them in that midfield, you're all over them. So we should have made the most of it.
I want to know, we were talking about you guys pre-game. Con Antonio came in, the first 3 or 4 games you guys got some big results and you sort of slipped away the last few weeks. Why is it a bit of injuries, a bit of inconsistency, in and out of the teams? What's it down to? What can you put your finger, what can you point to?
I don't think we really changed too much. Like we came in 6-7 games, we won them all and we were just on a roll. And then probably just for that cup game, I think we played Campbelltown and we lost and we sort of took that winning streak to an end. And then it felt like every game there was just one thing. Like today, the goal today, like a crowd of players comes off someone's shoulder, goes in between the guy and the post, like sloppy goals like that we're conceding. More so individual mistakes. We've gone through it at training a lot and trying to cut those out because they just kill you. We really feel like we've been pushing and things just haven't gone our way. Penalty decision that didn't go our way today either. Good to get a point and get back onto something and just get a bit of momentum back or get a good feeling that we can beat these guys. Anyone can beat anyone on any given day, so we get our full squad together, we'll be in good stead.
You're talking about full squad. Who's still to come in? Key members, Andreas Wins. Who's still got to come in to really complement that starting 11?
I think really a full squad's with Andreas Wines. Basically, he's been one of the best strikers in the league for the last few years, so you put him up top, it changed our team completely. Just without him, we don't have that sort of, apart from Tede coming on the Resi's play, did well, had a chance to win it. They're getting closer and closer to being regular starters, but you miss your key striker, it takes a lot out. He probably scored a couple of goals tonight.
Labas in the midfield has come from South Adelaide. Good addition for you guys in midfield. Takes a little bit of weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, 100%. He's that engine in there, young kid. We've got plenty of energy and good on the ball. Good kid as well. So Con always looks for that. You know, if he's going to bring someone in, he wants someone that, you know, is going to be a good fit, both playing wise and with the boys. And he's slotted straight in and been brilliant. So the kid runs all day and he's good on the ball. So I thought he was very good tonight.
Ranking Sergio Melder to winner, I can see why your poll the vote. You get a lot of people you really attract to the referees and all that sort of stuff with the points. Compared to last season, how are you looking at your season? You reckon you can get back to back? I know what you're going to say. It's not about the individual awards, it's about the team thing. Personally yourself, how do you think you're tracking this season?
Look, every time I've won, I've been surprised. So, you know, I just do my thing. I'm probably a bit of a harsh guy myself.
Working like that.
So I'm never going to say, you know, I'm the best player. I'm going to win this year. If it happens, it happens. Personally, I've had some good games. I've had some games that I haven't really played a big part in. But, you know, playing in the midfield, you always give yourself the chance. So if you play every game, playing in the midfield, you get on the ball more. You're always in with a chance. But, you know, if it happens, it happens. It's the end of the year. So I'm not really too worried about it. I'd also like to win the championship.
To our commentators in that posty change room area, they've got heaters on their feet, and they've put me, I'm the youngest one. I know I've been the young, put me out to the pack of wolves in the lane here, so I'll let them ask some
Lucky
questions.
you're cracking a little bit. Anyhow, well done, Wilshie. Con Antonio took over the team. Gee, you won about 5 or 6 in a row, didn't you? But just you haven't won one for about 6 weeks now. Oh, you can't hear us. You got us now, Welshie? There you go.
This is live streaming at its best, really, isn't it?
There you go. Is that better, mate? Can you hear?
Sorry, boys, technical
That's
issues.
right. Welshie, well
Your
done.
batteries just died on us.
Is it? You can't hear us?
I got you clear.
Okay. Yeah, well done, mate, today's game. Congratulations. But, yeah, Con Antonio took over. You won about 5 or 6 in a row. It was fantastic. But just seemed to be struggling the last 5 weeks to get a win.
Yeah, I think he came straight in and training changed straight away into wise. And we went to that Raiders game, his first one, and, you know, absolutely just went in for every challenge, all over him, got the win, and then just from there until we lost to Campbell, and then had a game the midweek after, and then drew with West Adelaide, and it's sort of just, we've been in a little bit of a slump, and things have been going our way, but, you know, you can see by tonight's performance, we're definitely up there. We're just going to get rid of the individual mistakes, and we'll be good to go.
Boys, we're just going to let you go because we're having a few technical difficulties inside here. But Welshie, well done, and
mate.
congratulations on the Green Play Australia Man of the Match with a couple of bottles of Claymore wines to boot as well. Well done, a good second half, great comeback as well.
Easy. Appreciate it, boys.
Well done, mate.
Alan Welsh there, the captain of the Comets, just having a few we know what they are, but next time.
The weather didn't help us today.
The weather didn't help, that's right, but it is...
We normally fix that. But
yeah. Anyway, some full-time stats, or have you gone through that already, Bomber?
We've gone through
that. Gone through that. We've gone through the scores, the other
yes,
ground.
we've gone
so
through
I was
that,
out there
boss.
trying to fix a battery.
That's okay.
But anyway, probably the just on this game here, a great second half by the Comets. MetroStars faded out a little bit in that second half, reasons unknown. And look, I suppose a draw, was it a fair result at the end of the day? Or do you think Comets should have got 3 points?
I think Comets should have got the 3 points. I mean, you saw them in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Had a couple of chances, although Metro's had a chance with Esposito.
Goal attempts, Bomber. I just want to
yeah.
ask you goal attempts because I wasn't here for it.
So goal attempts, MetroStars had 11 shots, 7 on target and 4 off target, and Adelaide Comets had 9 shots, 5 on target and 4 off target.
So really, that's pretty fair. MetroStars had more goal attempts than Comets, so I think it's maybe a fair result. But you're right. Look, I think it could have gone either way in the end. As it was to be, it was a 1-1 draw and maybe a fair result on the opening day here of the new premises, of the new fantastic scoreboard, the artificial surface. Still some completion to be done here.
Yes, there is still a bit of completion to be done. A bit more money. Hopefully they can raise or get it from the government. And I think they need to do all the change rooms and all that, and a bit of work around the ground as well. But certainly a very progressive club here at TK Shuttle Reserve. Looking at the live ladder, Campbelltown are 6 points clear. They will win the minor premiership, even though we've got another 7 rounds to go. They're on 33. Blue Eagles on 27. Metro's on 25. Adelaide Raiders on 23. Then we've got Olympic still to play their game tonight. They're up against Croydon Kingsbury. The progress score is 0-0. They're on 21, so they got the extra point because it's 0-0, because it's a live ladder. Just thought I'd explain that to you. And then we got Comets on 21, Croydon on 20, Adelaide United on 19 points, Para on 17. The interesting ones at the bottom of the table, Adelaide City out of that relegation zone. They're on 12, equal with West Adelaide on 12, and South Adelaide. I think it's bye-bye for 2019. They'll be back into the state
I'd
league.
like to thank our boys upstairs that braved the conditions. This guy was a bit soft today, but Chappie and Pete Senior, well done. Ryan Marveggi, our boundary rider, Jimbo keeping it all together, our producer, the 3 up here, Paul Bombardieri, Rob Pepicelli and Paul Pellizzari. Thanks to the complete crew here at the MetroStars TK Shuttle Reserve for their hospitality and the ladies and men in the kitchen. Thank you.
Now, camera guys, I don't know if they can hear me. Can we go to that scoreboard again? Oh, because I love that scoreboard. I love that scoreboard.
I think they're busy.
From the entire LSA team, there we go. Enjoy it. Until next time, we hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you. Keep safe. See you next time.
You know, I have nearly 7,000 Insta followers,
Wow.
but I didn't expect one of them to run into the back of my car.
No, but with your RAA comprehensive car insurance, if it's a write-off, you get the sum insured or market value. Whatever's highest.
Oh, that's good.
Because all claims are handled here in SA, it won't be a hassle for you.
Great.
Looks like it was a bit more than a double tap.
Hashtag dad joke.
We do more. Get a quote today.